only West Coast thing I have. You go and tell us West Coast.
No, you're not wrong. Welcome, everybody. Footy Rivals watch party. We're starting half hour early compared to normal because
finals are on.
We've got a few other games and everything to go through first. Can you not touch that, please? That we want to touch bases on before the game actually starts. So we've got to kind of get through this relatively. We've got 3 other games to go through. They're finals games. We'll probably go a bit more in depth than what we would normally do. So
yeah,
maybe we should just go straight into it.
Okay, West Coast Essendon first off tonight's game, or are we going to go through the other games?
We'll talk about that after the other games because
okay.
that's obviously what we're watching. So
all right. Well, the first one would be Geelong and Collingwood. Because as I'm so prepared this week, my notes are literally coming off my phone as I look at them.
Yeah.
Geelong is going to bring in Jake Kolodjasny and Tom Atkins. Right. And they're going to take out Cam Guthrie and Lockie Henderson, which were pretty big calls. And for Collingwood, the ins are huge for Collingwood. They've got Stevenson, DeGoey, and Sidebottom come back in. And out goes Madgen, Scharenberg, and Varco. So
who are the ins?
Stevenson, DeGoey, Sidebottom.
Yeah, right.
So 3 elite level players against a Cats team that's questionable. How do you sort of see this one panning out?
I'm on the Pies for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. MCG. Stevenson comes back.
Yeah.
I think Stevenson's a bigger in than DeGoey.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game.
I think Stevenson adds like a dynamic to their forward line, whereas DeGoey, I mean, of course he does too.
Oh, yeah.
But it's probably just like DeGoey, I don't know. I feel like they cover his loss more than they cover Stevenson's for some reason. I don't know why. Because if you ask me who was a better player, I'd probably say DeGoey.
Yeah. But Stevenson plays from the square, and he just there's no other player in the comp that matches him for pace out of the square.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really interested to see how that one goes. Should we move on to the next one, or are we?
What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Who do you got winning?
I got a multi on Collingwood to win. A multi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other finals games in this multi? Or?
And no, I do same game multi. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's
what are the other legs you need to get up?
So it's Sidebottom to have 30. Collingwood to win by 1-39, and DeGoey to kick 2 or more.
They're all reasonable.
Yeah, I can see all that happening.
Yeah. It's only paying like $17.
Yeah, so that's reasonable, I think.
My Brisbane one's a goodie though. We'll get to that.
Yeah. All right, so we've all got Pie. It's Pie's clean sweep.
Yeah, I'm going with Pies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And is it the loser of this game of the Pies Geelong
versus us
versus the winner of tonight's game?
Let's not get ahead. Let's not get ahead.
This game, yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. So that takes us through to GWS and the Dogs. For GWS, in comes Deledio, Hopper, Haynes, and Green.
Big ends, yeah.
Yeah, and out goes Tomlinson, Ian Hill, Isaac Cumming, and Lachlan Keefe. And the Dogs are unchanged as of their lineup 2 weeks ago before the bye.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting. I don't know who's.
This
is that Giant Stadium.
This is at Giant Stadium. I don't know. Like, do we think the Dogs keep their momentum just rolling after a week off? Do you think that's a problem for them at all, or?
I think the GWS will get up on this.
No,
I
don't.
think the inclusion of Toby Green is massive because he was getting so many touches.
Well, it depends on where they put
before
him.
he went out.
Is he in the forward?
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to see him go in the midfield because clearly Jack McRae, Bontempelli, and who else am I thinking? Dunkley just get a ton of touches. So at least you've got maybe Toby Green who might just take some of those touches away. I don't know. I'm really struggling to pick a tip. I'm going to go with the Dogs as well.
Dogs.
Just because they were in, I guess, better form prior to the break.
Yeah. But I think the week break changes momentum.
It can negate it a bit.
Yeah. And the ends for the Giants would change their team dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, who else was in? So Deledio and Hopper as well, and Haynes as well. So that's 4 pretty big ins. I mean, Deledio might not do too much, but the outs don't hurt them that much.
He adds so much class with his foot skills. That's
having said that, I'm going to stick with the Dogs. I think they'll win, and that then takes them into versus the loser of Brisbane and Richmond, which is our next game, in which Brisbane welcomes back Alan Christensen, and out goes Cedric Cox. And Richmond brings in Nankervis and out goes Noah Bolter.
Who's Noah Bolter?
He's actually, it's funny you mentioned that because on the Nuffies on AFL Facebook page they had like this Richmond's Facebook page had put up something about Jack Higgins and wishing him well as he goes through brain surgery, and Noah Bolter had said, like, couldn't you have used a better picture? And some Richmond fan who doesn't know who Noah Bolter is commented, I hope you don't support the Tigers, with a bunch of angry faces. So even the Richmond fans don't know who Noah Bolter is.
I saw that
He's
on
had a good
Nuffies
year, though.
as well.
Oh, he has.
He's had a good year.
Yeah, no discredit to him.
But Nankervis comes in for him easily.
Yeah, I think he's the superior ruckman. But if they had kept Nankervis out while he's been healthy, playing him in the VFL while opting to go with Bolter in the lead up to finals, and then in finals they make the change,
But I think they were preferring, or at least I think their best right combo was Scholl and Soldo.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And
So it was neither of them.
Neither of them are playing, so...
Yeah. I think Richmond are going to win this game, even if it's at the Gabba.
I don't know.
I think I'm backing the Tigers.
I don't know, actually.
I'm staying on this Tigers bandwagon that I got on about a month or so ago.
Despite the end of game score margin, Brisbane played very well against the Tigers outside of the first quarter.
And they're back at home, so that works in their favour too.
I think Brisbane get up in this.
Yeah, well, you've got Brisbane in a multi, so you have no choice.
So
you have no choice.
What's the multi you've got down?
Brisbane to win, 1-39. Cameron to kick the first goal, and Jared Lyons to get 30 or more.
Yeah.
Paying $278.
Cameron to get first goal is
that was my spiky bit.
Yeah, that's the bit where you kind of like, hey, did you see the banter between him and Dylan Grimes during the week? That's cool. I like that. He's saying he's got too much speed for Dylan Grimes to handle, so Grimes has to hold.
Didn't show it last week.
No, he didn't. But I'm looking forward to that. But I'm going with the Tigers. I think the Tigers will win. Which puts them to a week off a home prelim, and they're going to be really hard to beat at the MCG.
That's very interesting. For the last two games, we've had at least one person break away from the consensus vote.
They're pretty tough finals. Mm-hmm. Like, they're pretty close finals. If Geelong was in better form and Collingwood didn't have such good ends, I might have gone with Geelong, but they're just too questionable. If a side's going to go out in straight sets, it's going to be Geelong.
It's going to be. And we've probably said that
since
we started Footy Rifles.
Yeah, I think for so long.
Consistent commentary from
as well
us,
at least since the bye. At least since the bye week, they've been the side that you've been like, well, if a side's going to go out in straight sets, it's going to be those guys. I don't know. Like, Collingwood could if Collingwood lose to Geelong, who do they have to verse again? Maybe the Dogs or GWS, and that would be at the G. So I don't know. I don't think they would lose that, so they probably don't go out in straight sets.
No, the winner of this versus the loser of the Pies Geelong.
So.
Oh, right, of course. Okay, so they could. I mean, because given that West Coast is still. I know they didn't make the top four, but they're still like premiership fans.
What I'm interested in knowing is what happens next week, right? If let's say West Coast get up, it's an interstate team, and let's say Geelong go down, like it is generally predicted. Is it played at Cardinia or is it played at the MCG? Because it depends on the other games, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they have to have an MCG game over the final, over the weekend or something, don't they?
They do.
So Richmond could win and come home then. And then that would maybe allow Geelong...
If Richmond win, they're not playing.
Oh, no, sorry, they wouldn't play.
They could lose.
So they lose.
They could lose and come home, couldn't they? So if that happens, then does Geelong maybe get allowed to...
Cardinia?
And it didn't matter. No. We still won.
That's it. But in-state team, so West Coast potentially could.
Yeah, could. But I do think West Coast is a larger drawing... club in Melbourne than what Fremantle is,
totally.
Which might factor into the AFL's decision as well.
I prefer the West Coast fan to be at MCG, to be honest.
So would I, That's why
I think that's
asking about it.
Yeah, that would be the general consensus. What team to... Probably asking me. Nate Dogg, I support Fremantle. I'm guessing because I'm the only one not in my team's colours.
This is coaching better.
It still fits the bill.
Asking Keane, I think, so...
Okay.
So, tonight.
What do we think of this game?
Well, what are the ins and outs?
The ins... Okay, good question. I know that the ins for West Coast are Mark Hutchings, Nick Natanui, and Will Schofield.
And Hearn, isn't it?
No.
Hearn didn't go out, so it's not an in.
Hearn didn't go out.
Oh, didn't he? Okay,
no.
Yeah, fair.
Out is Petruccelli, Duggan, and Oscar Allen.
Yeah.
Oscar Allen that's kind of. Oh, it's injured. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Took a knock to the
I think
knee.
Duggan's a bit stiff as well. He had one game back
Yeah.
or two
Two
games back.
but
That shows how healthy they are.
disposal
though.
efficiency though was below 50%.
Yeah, but the first game was against Richmond, which disposal efficiency in that game was it was wet for half the game. And against Hawthorn, the entire West Coast side, bar probably Yo and Shuey, maybe, were not very good. So I think he's a bit stiff to go out because I think he's classier than that.
I think he's stiff, but also like probably necessary. I mean, that's just how healthy and how strong West Coast is coming into the finals at the moment. Which sounds stupid because they just lost their top 4 spot, but they're healthy. Like
it's actually quite
their list is quite
for most
good.
of the year, West Coast has been probably the healthiest list almost in the entire competition.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
barring probably Brisbane.
Yeah, probably.
Anyways, for Essendon, in comes Kale Hooker, Dyson Heppel, Jake Stringer, Orazio Fantasia, and Will Snelling. Out, Dylan Clark, Josh Begley, Gleeson, Hartley, and Tom Jock.
Clark going out is probably a negative for Essendon because he tags quite well, and someone needs to go to probably Yo.
Or Shuey if Shuey can get off the leash a bit.
Well, see, the thing is I think Yo is more damaging without a tag, and Shuey can break through a tag
anyway
much easier.
Well, clearly
he's been dealing with it for the majority of his career, whereas Yo still struggles with a tag, and Shuey can be obviously damaging without the tag as well. So.
Yeah, well, clearly the Essendon selectors disagree because that's an omission. That's not an injury.
Yeah, it's quite. I do know that in the back half of the year, Dylan Clark was a bit out of form.
Yeah,
but at the start of the year, he was probably the best tagger in the comp.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, who did he talled someone up in his first game? Patrick Cripps. Cripps.
Yeah.
He talled Cripps up.
He also negated Tim Kelly, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he also dogged Neil.
I think he did. I think that was one of Neil's like 20 possessions or something. Yeah.
So he had some really big scalps at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And then just fell.
I don't see him being able to tag Elliot Yo style player though. I don't know why. Maybe it's the aerial ability that Yo would have over him and things like that. But
Patrick Cripps is a bigger bull.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and Bontempelli still sort of comes in the same body frame, I suppose. So, I struggle to see this going any way but an Eagles win comfortably, which will please you guys and not really
I'm just
thrill
excited
me.
To see Nick Nat. There's going to be a lot of commentary as we're watching this, just on Nick Nat.
Isn't that literally every game that Nick Nat plays? That's just every game Nick Nat plays.
I was saying to Ryan yesterday, I think either Bombers win, or Eagles blow them out the water.
Yeah. Those are the two scenarios that have been propping up from anyone that I talk to, but I just don't, I said in our Discord server, I just don't see Essendon giving them much of a shake at all.
Essendon win is if they start the game like they did last year and kick 7 goals in the first quarter. That's the only way that I can see them beating West Coast here.
Yeah. They would need to start
specifically in a finals environment. West Coast, I think the commentary over the bye week has been that they're very quite disappointed with where they finished up. They've shot themselves in the foot, and they want to come out with some intent. So hopefully we see it.
And what was the last watch party we watched of Essendon? Was it the Essendon Freo game, or was there one after that? Because
that's a good question.
That's a great question.
Rioli for me.
Who do you think is better?
I reckon Rioli.
I think Tipper. This is so obvious that these are the way these answers are going to go.
And the way he
that's true.
50 kicks,
his clearance work is elite. Yeah, but I think Tipper has made forward pressure the absolute staple of his game, and I think that that can go a long way.
When he's on.
Yeah. I think they own different areas of the ground, to be honest, which is weird because you could call them both small forwards.
Well, a lot of people think of Rioli as a small forward, but he actually plays 50%.
Liam Ryan stays forward far more than Willie Rioli. Heaps. So they own different areas, and I'm open to the idea that Rioli's better. But for argument's sake, I'm going to go Tipper.
If you're going for a pure small forward, I'd probably go Tipper.
Pure small forward,
but up the ground, Rioli every day of the week.
That's a fair call. I'm just trying to think about Essendon's ins. Kale Hooker strikes me as probably arguably the most important of them.
Definitely.
Because did Hurley come back in?
I think Hang on 1 sec while I load it up again. Hurley did not come back in.
Did he go?
Hooker-
Did he actually go out though? I think he was injured in the last.
Yeah, he was injured in the game, so he's in the side.
So
He's named at centre half back.
So we're Hurling on Darling and then Hooker on Kennedy.
Yeah, which I think is huge for them because the other ends were Heppel, Stringer, Fantasia, and Snelling, all good players. Snelling, obviously, the lesser of them yet, still was pretty good this year. But Kale Hooker, in terms of what he'll do to their structure, and having someone who'll take a Darling or a Kennedy.
Yeah.
Because who else would have been able to? They would have had no one else able to handle that.
This is where Oscar Allen going out probably hurts West Coast.
That would have been another advantage in that area. Yeah.
However, Waterman has actually played pretty well for the last
open space
5 or 6 weeks or so. He's been a good outlet as well.
I feel like a lot of the fringe players on West Coast can come in and out of the side and perform pretty well, knowing that the rest of the side handles most of the business.
I reckon they like half of the players that we have on the fringes would be startup walk-ins.
I think that's the other way around. I think they come across that way because the senior core players that the Eagles have in the side make it so easy for them. They make it like if you've got Shuey and Yo and Gaff and the talent spread around the ground, whereas a lot of teams might have a dominant midfield and be terrible somewhere else, and the fringe player that's thrown in to fill that hole is going to be exposed. The Eagles don't have that. They're pretty sound across all three phases, which makes it easy for a young kid to come in and just play pretty good footy.
Connor McKenna or Sard? For me,
McKenna.
Yeah, McKenna.
Not by much, though.
But I do feel he's had a more consistent year.
I mean, we've done, 3 Essendon watch parties
This
now?
will be the fourth one.
This will be the fourth. And Connor McKenna's been good in all of them, I think.
Yeah, and whereas I don't think we've noticed Sard.
He was terrible. He was terrible in the most recent one we did, wasn't he? I can't remember. Or maybe it was the one before the Fremantle Essendon one.
I think it was the Fremantle one.
I don't know.
We saw McKenna a lot.
Yeah.
But we didn't see Sard at all.
Sard got towed up in whichever one it was where Hurley went out because they made him play a stay-at-home role in the back line where they should have had him running off.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they were versing for the life of me.
I can't think of it.
Like the Hawks or something, maybe? I don't know.
I think it might have been Richmond or the Pies.
The Pies. It was the Pies. And they made him stay at home on Elliott. And Elliott just ruined him.
Towed him up.
So if they can get him to run off with McKenna now that Hurley and Hooker are in the side together, that's a little more dangerous. That's going to help them a lot.
If Essendon can get their rebound 50 run and gun going, West Coast defensive structures will break down. But Schofield coming back in, I actually really like Schofield coming back into West Coast team because it means that Barras isn't playing that shutdown lock defender and he can play a bit looser like his natural game, like McGovern. Their natural games tend to be favoured towards a loose playing position. It means that as well. If St. McGovern, because he has been the last few weeks, he's been caught out and not having the impact. Barras can move into McGovern's role, and I think he can move into that role quite seamlessly. And then McGovern can go into a more accountable role.
Schofield's
we'll see how it works.
Schofield's no stranger to finals footy either. Like it's not like you're throwing him in the deep end or anything.
No.
He's experienced. He knows big games. Like he'll be fine. He'll actually be quite the asset to them tonight. I mean, who are they taking up front in Essendon's forward line? McKernan, maybe.
Mitch Brown.
Yeah, that's where Essendon's going to struggle. Eagles' defense versus their forward line is probably the only actual phase of the game where I go, the Eagles have a 100% serious advantage talent-wise.
It's only if West Coast midfield actually brings pressure, which they haven't done. They definitely didn't do against Hawthorn.
No.
If West Coast midfield can actually be competitive, put the pressure on, get some ground ball gets and everything, and effectively affect the Bombers' entry into the forward 50, then that's where McGovern and Barras come into their own.
So who's nickname going up? Don't tell me it's Zach Clark. It's Bell Chambers. Bell Chambers. Okay, well that's better for Essendon. I thought it was Zach Clark for a second.
Bell Chambers has had an absolutely poor year though. I think he's only
played off and on the field.
I think he's only played one game over the last 6 weeks or something like that. He's not been on the field, and as far as I know, when he has been on the park, I mean, he's been better than their other rucks, but he hasn't been much noteworthy.
Yeah,
is he purely into half net noise contests?
Well, that would be the only way to do it.
If I was Essendon,
the only way to do it.
If I was the Bombers, I would send a hobbled Bell Chambers out before I sent out a healthy Zach Clark to take on Nick Nat. So that's probably what that boiled down to.
Especially because Higgy's been in good form as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, like the Eagles would have been fine if they in my opinion, I think they would have been fine even if they hadn't have brought Nick Nat back for this game.
Him coming back,
it's a boost to him.
Yeah,
and not only just on the field.
And
I mean, they'll be stoked
healthy,
about having him back. It's a big morale boost.
If he's healthy and they get through this relatively unscathed, pretty cruisy, it's a game under his belt.
Yeah.
That's
finals. True. You don't want to throw him.
It's just going to make it better as the finals go on. Instead of throwing him in first game in
which could be
like
at the MCG
or something like
Cardinia or something like that.
So get a couple of games, building up towards the bigger games. If West Coast keep winning, and then come the big dance, if they're there, he'll be better for it as opposed to being brought in for that last game.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see this going many ways other than the Eagles winning.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because let's be perfectly honest, I think everyone here was quite confident that West Coast would towel up Hawthorn.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
That didn't happen.
But I just think it's a different conversation when you're talking about a finals experienced team coming into finals versus a team that, like a club that hasn't won a final in like however many days, like 5,500 days since they won the final. If they pull this off, I will be absolutely amazed. Like I will have no words.
Oh, it's your phone. Who's done that? I don't know. Looks like work, but it's not quite the same.
I'll try that later.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Because works.
They have two numbers though.
It's got I know, but the other one doesn't. Yeah, that's not.
Could be the gym.
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't get calls from the gym.
Anyway. Hashtag Free is the best team in WA. Yeah, all right. Get out of here.
I'd like a docket.
I'm just going to give you a timeout.
Docker fan
the best team
up.
in Fremantle.
Sorry?
We're not even the best team in Fremantle. I reckon South Freo beats them.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't really have much to retort because the season's over. I've just lost the passion at the moment. I'll let Michael Walters do it for me.
Actually, is just bring this a bit closer because that chat is so hard to read from back there.
I did see Docker fan pipe up actually earlier in the chat and say go Fremantle. Preemptive cheering for 2020 maybe, but let's just not.
Do you like the concept of the pre-finals bye? I like it.
Yeah, I actually enjoy it. I don't mind
I do, but they need to do something in the bye.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they had the EJ Witten game, but I don't care for that at all.
What about I think All-Stars game
EJ...
between non-finals teams?
See, that's my idea.
Yeah. State of origin with non-finals teams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clearly, you wouldn't get your Dangerfields and stuff.
All-Stars versus Dream Team.
Yeah, I don't know how thrilled the AFL Players Association would be about it.
Players themselves.
Well, if you offer those players, right, the top
an incentive,
players, a monetary incentive to play, it'll be just like the AFLX in the preseason.
Yeah,
those players will put their hands up.
Yeah,
it's only actually extending their year 1 week.
Yeah,
actually working in footy, it's super nice for me personally to actually just have a week off. And I don't have to do anything. But prior to the finals, I'd
like to write up on the Mustangs actually.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, the Mustangs doing good. It was a good game to watch the other day. I was pretty happy about that.
All three grades won on the weekend.
Yeah, crazy. The league game was a good one until about 3/4 time, and then the Mustangs sort of just ran away with it. Yeah. Anyways, that's local footy.
Yeah.
But I personally enjoy the week off. I like the idea or the thought behind getting sides healthy before finals.
Yeah.
I hate when a side limps into the finals and you're like, you could have been so much more. And now you're this.
The perfect example was the first year that the bye was brought in for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if they had played the week before, they don't get those 5 players back against West Coast.
Yeah, and they were key players. It was like Easton Wood was one of them, I remember. I don't know who the others were. Because they got beaten by Freo in the game before that, and Freo were derailed that season. It was terrible. I think I remember it because it was like Pav's... Well, it's obviously Pav's final game was what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Fond memories.
And then expect to ease in the West Coast and they get rolled.
Mm.
Yeah. That was the game where Jack Darling packed it in, hey? I really hope he packs it in tonight. No, like in like that one contest where he pulled out. I don't know. It's like vintage. Like it's like a meme that floats around about Jack Darling not liking the contest, which he's clearly proven wrong over the last few years.
Though, in 15.
Yeah, that's true.
He didn't shake out of a contest in 15. He just dropped a mark.
Yeah, fair.
Which he also dropped in 2008.
I know, on the goal line.
It's the easiest to goals. Games we're up. Game's not over yet. There's still like a minute to go.
Yeah. I don't think he'll have that
What
problem
team
tonight.
outside the 8 would have been threatening if they've made the finals? Hawthorn for me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's the only team outside the 8.
No one else
think,
was
I
there.
think if Hawthorn was in the top 8 instead of Essendon,
this game would be a lot different.
It would be it would be probably the best top 8 in the
that
AFL
you could have got.
that you could have got.
I think with the way
Probably
sides
over the last few years, I reckon.
I think with the way sides were placed, like health wise and things like that, it's Hawthorn for sure.
Yeah.
Like they were probably healthier than the rest of the sides competing for that 8th spot that didn't get it. And to be honest, I thought Adelaide do their best to lose every opportunity they had anyway.
Well,
so
we had discussions in the weeks leading up to finals that every team that was vying for that 7th, 8th spot didn't want
just
it.
didn't
They
want
just
it
kept
at all.
losing stupid games.
Essendon piped up for like one win that we didn't think they'd get, which might have been the
can't
Freo
believe
game.
Essendon have made it into the finals with a percentage of like 95%.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened before. That is the worst finals team like coming into. That is ridiculous.
And there were like all the teams below them had a better percentage. Even North Melbourne had a
There's
99%.
about 5 or 6 teams below them that had better percentage.
Yeah.
I think you had to go all the way down to the Saints.
Another reason why I don't have any confidence in Essendon tonight. I just think, how can they? Yeah, I don't know. I don't take them seriously.
I don't think I'm confident in Essendon. I'm very unconfident.
Uneasy
about West Coast.
Okay.
West Coast haven't played well all year.
Who did they play the week before the Hawthorn game?
Richmond.
Oh, okay.
Good
so
first
2
quarter.
losses.
That was it.
But that was a close loss. That was like we talked after that loss as if like that could be a positive thing.
I spoke about it.
Yeah.
I was more confident in West Coast despite the small loss because of the fight back and everything. And then obviously, the Hawthorn game happened and it just shut the bed.
Yeah. Freo should have won the whole thing.
Do you
Stop, Andrew. It's embarrassing, the both of them.
It's funny because he's a cat.
Do you guys think there'll be a new team in the next 5 years, and what state do you think it will be?
I think Tasmania's
They're applying for a regional license
for 2023.
Yeah.
2022, I thought it was.
Something like that. Yeah,
somewhere around there.
But if they bring in a Tasmanian, they have to bring in another one.
Well,
but I think that would be I only think that would be a mistake only because their current expansion clubs are still not established yet.
I think
Giants
I don't
pretty
think
good.
they'd have to.
Financially, not
No,
though.
fair.
Yeah, off the field, not so much.
And actually, if you're going by that,
Gold Coast are better.
Gold Coast has been better off field.
That's with grassroots footy.
They have more attendances. This is the first year I think the Gold Coast hasn't had more attendances at their matches than GWS, but that's because they're still rubbish. But if Gold Coast say do as I say and make finals in 3 years' time, they'll completely blow GWS out of the water.
Probably, yeah. I disagree that you would have to bring in 2 teams if you brought in one. You could just restructure buys and
I don't
schedules
mind
and things like that. I'm not a
though.
massive fan of it, but I mean it could be done.
Because
right?
in 2011 when Gold Coast came in but GWS hadn't come in yet,
Yeah.
so there was a buy for a team every
week.
It meant that your team had 2 or 3 buys throughout the course of the year. And it was just like, well, if my team's not playing, I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, that's true.
We wouldn't have. It'd be maximum 2.
I think it was 2.
17 teams.
Yeah.
Then.
No, I think it was 2. But
Gil McLaughlin's come out pretty brazenly and like actually backed the Tasmania thing. Like he hasn't come out and said there will be a team in Tasmania at this time, but he's come out and he's like we're giving a lot of focus to Tasmania. So the writing's on the wall for a team to go there. And I like it too. They don't produce much talent though. I think they've only had like 1 player drafted in like the last 2 or 3 years or something.
Oh yeah, I thought you were saying ever. I was like,
no.
Yeah.
I think,
it's very interesting as well because the north and south of Tasmania are actually coming together.
Yeah.
As the first time, it's unprecedented.
Yeah, one of the only players in the AFL I can name that came out of Tasmania is Alex Pearce in Freo. I think he came out of Tasmania. Who else?
Richo?
No,
Current players.
Currently? Sorry.
Have to Google
Rewalt?
it. Jack Rewalt.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, that's all I got. But they don't need to be a breeding ground. They just need to have a team.
No, and in saying that as well, right? Tasmania, pretty much everyone that's going to be supporting the AFL team in Tasmania if it comes in are already members and stuff of existing AFL teams. Just going to drag it away from other teams and everything. But that team that comes into the competition will be financially profitable
pretty quickly.
very fast.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It just doesn't expand their reach, which is what they wanted to do with Gold Coast and GWS, which is what they are doing. It's just taking time.
And the only expansion sport in Tasmania would be the Hobart Hurricanes for the BBL, wouldn't it? In the cricket. I can't think of any others. They don't have an NBL team. They don't have rugby, do they?
They have netball, super netball.
Oh yeah, maybe they have super netball. Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. But that's all I can think of. So the AFL would get pretty open slather on drawing fans to high level sport because their biggest opposition plays when the AFL's in its off season.
They've got grounds they can use as well.
Yeah.
That would make it bigger, but
I think they need a bigger stadium though.
Yeah.
Already have the presence of the North Melbourne Hawthorn thing there, so it would be successful.
Yeah.
If they were going to make a second team, where would you put it? Like another expansion team. Like if you say they would bring in Tasmania and then somewhere else.
I would like one to go up in the Northern Territory, but again, their population
and the seasons as well
can't sustain it.
Yeah.
Realistically, I think the only place left would have to be another one for WA.
Yeah, that was what the talk was. I mean, there's like cities in WA they're not taking it seriously or anything, but they're going to make their pitches to be like, hey, don't come to Tasmania, like come make another one in WA.
Peel.
Yeah, I wrote a story on that like earlier in the year, but it was like a story where it was like,
I read.
I think maybe, but Joondalup had made a pitch for it, and then Templeman made one for Mandurah. So,
I don't see one in Joondalup.
And I don't really.
I don't see one in Mandurah.
Nah. Where would you put it? Like Joondalup actually is probably the one where I would see it, but maybe I don't know because Freo and West Coast just have such spread. It would be so hard to crack into this
West
market.
Perth die in Joondalup though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
They don't have any fans.
No.
So it's a nice oval though.
They did it. Yeah, their debt half cleared.
Yeah, and even then, I don't think they're doing too well.
Yeah, no.
It's not a fun time to be West Perth.
No, definitely not.
Or Canberra. Canberra is one, but
Maybe.
I think GWS have a
hold there.
As well as the Dogs, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, the Northern Territory is sort of the one where you wish they had the population to sustain it, because it'd be easy to just go, all right, we'll head there then, but I don't know where else they could possibly go. I got no idea.
I wouldn't mind an NT team.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
No, we don't need another Victorian team. There are already 10 of the bloody things. And it's already a Vic bias bloody competition.
Yeah, we're already sick of travelling. We're already sick of going there.
No, I think the general consensus is if there was to be another one in Victoria, it would be out near Ballarat. Bendigo or something.
Well, Ballarat's where is that?
That's where the dogs
train.
Effectively,
yeah. Ballarat, Bendigo.
So the Dogs are supposed to be representatives of that area.
Yeah,
but they're kind of not. So
New Zealand apparently.
Yeah, the only thing with New Zealand is every time that we've played games there, it's just not been successful. So.
No, they don't care about the AFL
in saying that, the only teams that have hosted games over there have been St Kilda, and St Kilda are just shit.
Yeah, no one would have turned out to watch them anyway. But at the same time, like I don't
mind New Zealand though.
I think it's a good idea, but I just don't know. Like, is anyone there even interested remotely in AFL, or are they just all rugby?
I don't know.
Well, how about let's get a successful team over there,
and
we'll be able to
we'll check it out.
But no successful team like the Pies or anything would be willing to go
cough up a home game.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But if they did, they would be the best club to grow the game internationally. Instead of like Port Adelaide
and Gold Coast.
Yeah. Let's send the Gold Coast to China and see what we can do. Like, we can't get any fans in Queensland, but maybe in China.
Oh, it works.
Oh yeah, I guess it did. They went there
China's
twice.
the fastest growing country for AFL behind. Oh, and then India second.
Yeah, I think China was already pretty like on board with AFL before we actually sent teams there, though. I think like. Yeah, I do like watching the odd Chinese commentary video of AFL.
Yeah,
they get pumped up.
Yeah.
That's so good.
All right, I'm gonna pull.
China's too far away. Flight time's too big.
Yeah, it is. It's massive. I mean, we have to have a bye when a team comes back from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You've got yourself some drinks.
I do. I've come prepared.
I'm gonna pour one.
I got my cooler bag right here.
Can you put that in the fridge for me? I'll drink it. I'll drink it tomorrow.
I made that mistake in like I think it was our first watch party. I was like, I'll just bring some beers and put them on like the shelf up there. Yeah. Not a good idea when you're drinking lager to have it.
You should get Dad's bar fridge that's sitting in his back shed, not even turned on, and bring it in here.
Really? Yeah. That would be a good idea. A bar fridge would be necessary, I think.
I'm surprised he didn't already do it.
Open one of them.
Okay, starts 5 minutes.
Excellent.
I'm not going to see you try to call me. Hope people don't call you, but don't leave a voicemail.
Oh, it's the worst. I never called them back. Never.
Tim,
I should just go to a way better team. What, like he's trying to, I guess. Like, he's
He's
trying to get to West Coast, which isn't a way better team, but they're probably a better team.
I think he fits in better at Fremantle, though, as a West Coast supporter.
I'm conflicted because he clearly, like, it sounds like he wants to go to
West Coast.
And
but I don't think West Coast
have the assets to get a deal done.
Like, I don't want players either.
Well, they got a good starting point at pick 23 and 17. So there's two of those top 30 picks that Geelong says they want.
Yeah, and if you throw in a Venables or
maybe a Venables, maybe a Duggan or something like that. If
Duggan signed in 2023.
Oh, okay, right.
And then other person I was thinking of was Nelson, who just signed a new 3-year deal.
Yeah, so they don't have their fringe players aren't really tradable assets. Yeah. Whereas like Fremantle's elite players want out. You can just send Brad Hill and maybe like a second rounder there and hope to get Tim Kelly back, you know?
Because Hill hasn't nominated a club, has he? He said just Victoria.
He just wants to go to Victoria. The rumour right now is that it'll be St Kilda, and St Kilda would cough up pick 5 and potentially something else if Fremantle was bargaining hard.
I think they'll play hard. I think they'll play harder with Hill than they did with...
Absolutely, with Neil.
No. Blake, not Blake. Who went to Gold Coast from Fremantle?
Weller.
I think they'll play harder for Hill than they did with Weller.
Well, they played supremely hard for Weller, because they waited till like the last 30 seconds and made the Gold Coast push through pick 2.
Yeah. So I think that'll be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Kelly gets to West Coast.
You don't think he gets there?
I think he gets there.
I
think it's
who goes? We don't have the picks.
Yes, we do.
We got 23 and 17.
They want 3 inside the top 30.
Yeah. But to me, that means 2 first rounders and a yeah.
How do we have 3 inside the?
I can't. No, I've read it. I just can't think of what the picks are.
But the picks, to me, like when they say 3 inside the top 30, they mean 2 that are like 1 to 18 first rounders.
Yeah, and then a late.
And then maybe like a 23, 24, something like that, which the West Coast could end up.
I also think Venables might want to go back.
Yeah.
And so there are definitely options.
Well, Giants want late picks for points.
For academy
points. Which is a bargaining position for us.
Yeah, that's true.
West Coast, not us.
See, the thing, like, I was talking about it with a friend of mine that supports Fremantle during the week, and he was like, I'm almost tempted to say don't, like, if that's what Fremantle has to fork out, and Fremantle's picks are going to be high, don't fork it out to go get Kelly. Like, just use the picks. Just take pick 5, pick 6, and the availability to go get Liam Henry, and you've picked up 3 first-round draft picks in the 1 year.
There's always arguments for that stuff, though. You know, do you go to the draft or do you pick up a player, an established player? And Tim Kelly's what, 24?
Yeah,
He's still got 10
He's still got
years.
a lot of footy ahead of him. And look,
it could be 10 years.
He's
been injury-free so far.
Look, if they ended up with him and gave up those draft picks, I wouldn't be particularly upset.
No.
I'd still be celebrating the fact they got Tim Kelly. But if they wanted to go to the draft and go, look, we're going to get 3 guys who are all top-round talent that we're going to blend into the same time frame as Brayshaw and Chera, I'd be pretty happy. Be like, whatever. They're going to bloom around the same time.
Quickly, before I bring this up, who is going to be best player on ground?
I've Jack Darling.
I'm going to go with Luke Shuey.
I'm going for Yo. He's getting off the chain. He's not being tagged.
Okay.
Ooh. If he doesn't get tagged, West Coast win.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Luke Shuey. And if Essendon somehow miraculously pulled this off, I don't know. It could be anyone from there, but I might say like McKernan would play a big part in that. Taking marks up the wing, whereas West Coast Tools might negate that a bit.
It'll be interesting.
So here we go. Game time.
It's only about a minute to go. West Coast hasn't been any top 8 teams in the last 6 weeks.
How many have they versed?
Yeah, I think they've only
played 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
Who was the second one? There's Richmond and
Collingwood.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a bit of a sore spot because that's probably the game that actually cost us top 4 because that was an 8-point game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying. Mitch Brown, best on absolutely. Andrew, you are the biggest troll tonight.
towed Mitch Brown on this when we did our last watch party watching Essendon, and he was abysmal. Like,
no, he was shocking.
Disgusting performance.
How many
he would need to turn it around big
did
time.
we count he had?
Oh, heaps.
Yeah.
Like, McKernan was clunking everything and then kicking it to Mitch Brown, who would drop everything. So, I mean, do or die. Are you guys feeling nervous at all?
Oh,
or are you
have
confident?
no idea.
Like, I mean, because I'd feel nothing. I feel like there's all this energy coming from this side of the room, and then I'm just
very anxious.
I'm just sitting here like, hey, I bet you wish your team was out of the finals like mine.
No,
I'm so relaxed.
I wished that this wasn't a do or die game.
Yeah.
I'd feel much more comfortable if we had a second chance.
Yeah.
Here we go. First jump, Nick that. Let's go.
I think if we had top 4, Nick Nat wouldn't play this week.
Oh, I love his jump.
That's a
his
classic Dylan
follow-up.
Shield kick. What is that kick?
Oh, Redden, good.
Great tackle, Redden.
Come on, Nick Nat.
Let's go. He's got it.
You're fucking kidding.
Oh,
that's
tackle.
High.
Oh, he ducked.
No, he ducked.
Caught a duck. Yeah, I thought he ducked.
What?
Tell me it's ball. Come on.
Yeah, it's very
It's
tough.
fair.
it's
I'm not too happy.
What's the
I'm
Channel
not too
7's timer countdown colours?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a very
Has that
good
got
question.
some significance? Is anyone in the chat able to fill us in on that if they know? Oh, God.
Oh, mass and
So
typical.
Essendon have
That
had
was
2
touch
kicks,
anyway.
and both of them have been terrible.
Over the
No
back.
one's watching
Over the back.
me and Ryan.
Oh,
It's
this is
terrible.
dangerous. Saad.
Saad.
He's got him out. Yeah.
That's a good kick.
That's a
Good
good
kick.
exit. It's a good exit.
They change it for finals, apparently. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
that was gold. It's weird, but
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
Cool, whatever.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
bell chambers, man.
How big do you have to be to even a contest?
It's just
Come
completely
on, man.
outbodied there.
That's terrible. The kick wasn't really to his advantage, though. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would have been so
would've
dumb.
been-
That would have been so dumb. Instead, that's actually not a bad kick.
Yeah. That's Mitch Brown, eh?
Mitch
That's
Brown.
a nothing kick.
He didn't have much on.
Been loving Gaff's run to the back line this year.
Yeah, he's been helping defence out a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
I
nice
never,
safe kick.
He's earning that 1.1
I
now.
never noticed Gaff that much, and then I look at his stats and I'm like, oh my god, you were killing it.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
everywhere.
watch a whole
Yeah.
heap of West Coast, to be fair, but
He just
like,
runs.
That's not a good kick.
That was a block
Yeah.
out.
yeah, go.
It was a dumb advantage.
Just have a shot. Andy McGrath!
Not bad.
No way! That didn't ruin any multis, did it? No. Excellent.
No way to be on this. Putting a bet on this game. Not a chance.
I never bet on Freo games either, hey. I can't do it. Actually, the one time I did win money though. But,
You bet
like,
against them?
no, it came in a terrible way. I backed
no.
Taverner to kick the first Freo goal in the first derby this year. And yes, he got the first goal. But no, I did not want it to come at like the 20-minute mark of the second quarter. So, even though I won money, I was still so angry.
Definite block out.
That was a stupid kick, though.
Yeah.
Right with a haircut though.
Yeah.
Like it was three.
Finals trim,
it was
fresh
three
finals
on one.
trim.
I just want Nick
It's
Nat
a
to
good,
shave
good
his
finish.
head.
I don't think he's actually cut his locks at all since he debuted.
No. Oh, he
Was
probably
that
trimmed it a
Apple?
little bit.
I
No,
don't
Nick
think, I
Nat.
don't think he
Ah.
has.
Nick Nat with the clearance.
He's already dominated the first 2 minutes.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What was
That's
that?
bad.
That's
Thing.
straight to the danger zone. That
Your-
is
your
so
best
dumb.
player.
Kennedy!
He got it!
And then he screwed up the what was that? That was abysmal.
That was beautiful. Congrats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what's interesting?
It's a really good kick from
Kennedy
Chewy.
has never played well against the Bombers.
Really?
He averages, I think, 2 goals a game against them. In 15 games, he's only kicked 32 goals.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I'd love to have a forward that on their bad day average 2 goals against someone.
Yeah.
So
Screw
I
you
was
guys.
complaining to Ryan. He's like, he's kicked 44 goals this year. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, people say he's had a really shocking year.
Still-
He's actually had a
40
fairly good year.
Which was good
44
enough for
goals
like
from
what?
20 games.
It's good enough for like what 8th, 9th on the goal kicking list, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And Jack
He's just-
Darling kicked more, so who cares?
He, like Gary Ablett, is just a victim
yeah,
of their own
of their
high
past
standards.
success.
Same as Franklin.
Yeah.
Just a victim of their own high standards, sort of thing. They're still elite players.
Anyone who
like, in
critiques
the top
Franklin, I just think is an
5%
idiot,
of forwards in the competition.
I don't agree with anyone that critiques Franklin in any sense. I genuinely think he's that good, but
Well, he's not that good anymore.
no,
He's still a match winner.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. One of those players I wish I saw live.
Franklin.
Yeah.
I'm trying
In
to.
his heyday.
I saw Gary Ablett in his heyday.
Yeah.
That was good.
I went to Fremantle in Sydney this year, and that was, I think, the first game he missed in his stretch of injury or something like that. And it was a bummer, yeah, because I was really looking forward to watching him. Pretty happy by the end of it because Freo only won by a point.
Yeah.
So probably would have lost if he played.
Where you going? Where you going?
Bad entry.
Yeah, too shallow.
Oh, in the
That's
back.
high.
It's a terrible
Yeah,
free kick to give
Cameron,
away. It's really sloppy.
See Nelson re-signed?
I did not know.
Yeah, 3 years.
That's good. That's Happel trying to exert himself
Yeah.
physically, but that's the wrong play there.
Yeah. Some might have a chance to. There's someone waiting in the hole here.
You have to
right there.
You have
Dom
to love
Sheed.
that kick from
How do you
Gerald.
just let Dom Sheed sit in the hole on his own?
Oh, I'm coming for you.
It's gonna
Oh,
stay
it's
in.
still in.
That's ball. Oh.
Oh!
That's a little
That's
unfortunate.
unlucky.
That's unfortunate.
Don't give it away, Ron.
I don't think he ducked.
I don't think he
I'm
ducked.
not
I think it's
sure.
just
I
unlucky.
think he slipped off and then went again.
I-
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
just
That's-
unlucky.
that's all
The
it
free
is.
kick's there, but it's tough. You got to make that tackle and try and do something. That was a soft free kick. The free kick
It
was
is,
there,
but
high
the
X.
hands
but,
coming
yeah.
over the neck and everything. You can't not call it, unfortunately.
He's
Too
missed.
shallow. Yeah, too shallow.
There wasn't much in it, I didn't think.
Oh,
He's getting off the chain early.
Kale Hook
already.
has been towelled in 2 marking contests now.
Kennedy.
West Coast looked dangerous.
Yeah.
That's a okay kick, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Good
all right.
work by
Marston
Marston.
did very good there.
Now, who's that from Bombers? That's a high.
That
Yeah, I'm not sure. About
it's
that.
not in the umpire's view, and it was.
Oh, he
Oh,
dragged
I
him
wouldn't
in.
have called it ball.
No, definitely not.
No.
Yeah, maybe ball up.
I thought McGovern was actually holding him before he went down as well.
Jeez, that's rough.
Oh,
Good grab. That makes up for the screw up earlier.
that was
That does not. That makes
No.
up for the good thing. Now he's screwed up.
What happened?
straight out of bounds.
Who?
Bell
Goal
changes. Not on the full, but
So
just
marking the goals
I told you,
terrible
he's been
turn.
shocking.
terrible kick.
He's been shocking.
Darling's going to destroy him in the rock watch. Out muscle him. Or not.
I haven't seen
It's an easy
Merritt.
work for
I haven't
Hearn.
seen Merritt at all.
No.
He needs to get involved.
I haven't actually seen him on the ground.
Yeah,
Oh, he always plucked it.
that was nearly a chop of the arms too.
Pressure.
That's a good kick.
That's a control.
But they're not going to have. You got to go
got
early.
no one
You
out,
got to
yeah.
go. Oh man.
Yeah, now
well,
they're
I
not
know.
listening.
I know it's Mitch
They're gonna
Brown,
be
but
going
you
to
still
a
got to use
contest
it.
now. That's off. That's all right. Off the boundary.
Yeah, that's not too
that's
bad.
good.
If you can see a contest where at least it's like,
That was shocking, though.
How does that fall short?
you know, this actually looks a lot similar to the Essendon.
It wasn't even a mark, it was playing.
Yeah. What is McKernan doing there?
I don't know, but this started.
Over
This
the
has started
top.
a lot
Let's
similar to
get the switch,
Essendon
get
and
the
West
switch,
Coast
get the
last
switch.
game,
Go long, go long.
where
Get the
it was
switch.
just all structure
Look at
from
all
West
the West
Coast.
Coast players on the fat side. That switch was on.
That's
a
free.
chopping of the
Yeah,
arm.
that was a total free.
Good hands.
Yeah,
That was shocking.
not-
As I say it.
and that was the easier handball.
Yeah.
Oh god! Every time he
He's
kicks,
He's on
every
his right.
single
That's
time
holding
he
a
kicks.
darling, but that's all right. Whatever.
There's no one.
Shocking entry. It might work, though.
Oh, it's probably
he's kept
going
running.
to.
Yeah, he kept.
That's
running.
really smart.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't impress me.
I actually thought they messed it up.
It still doesn't impress
yeah.
me. If they're going to kick to
Fantasia was
3-on-2s all night, they're not going to get goals like that every time they go.
Oh, you made it to the granny ride.
Yeah,
Nice.
cool. It's called the Bomber Bomb. It's not going to work all night, man.
Name dog.
It's not going to work all night.
The Chaos Ball will work against West Coast, but you can't replicate the Chaos Ball
every time.
consistently.
Yeah. I thought he missed it for a second.
Yeah, so did I.
I didn't think he connected right.
Well, you see the umpire, the goal umpire.
17.
Yeah, it was very close to the post.
So Tipper on Shuey at the contest. So you think that's a tag or just Tipper playing midfield?
Probably still playing midfield.
Because that was so. Get rid of the ball. What was that?
I think that might have been high, but I'm not sure.
He should have just got rid of the footy.
Shuey. The
It's
entry. It's a bit of a bang, but it's a 1-on-1.
Oh.
And Darling is just going to outmuscle you every time.
West Coast.
Like
kid.
as a 1-on, I'm like, it's a long kick, but it's a 1-on-1. And Darling's a very good contestant. Yeah, it was a high tackle. I thought it was a high tackle.
Yeah, but he should never have been in that situation. Screw it.
No, yeah, he tried to take the tackle on instead of getting rid of the ball.
He even held him and he still got it with one arm.
West Coast key forwards are destroying Essendon's defenders right now. Like every time it's
Kennedy
gone there,
looks
they
really
look dangerous. Yeah.
Darling looks strong though.
Easy goal.
Yeah. So 2 goals for Essendon, 2 really quick responses for West Coast. It's not good.
But West Coast goals have come from set shots. The
Yeah.
Bombers haven't, which is not a promising sign for the Bombers.
No, so I'm definitely saying this is not good for the Bombers. If they're allowing, they need to cherish every goal they can get, let alone allow West Coast to, score within a few minutes.
The Bombers
a few
have
seconds.
had the lead, and then it's been a very quick response from West Coast. Then a bit of play. The Bombers will struggle for a goal.
Yeah.
Quick response.
Yeah. West Coast look the much more professional side right now.
Nice.
To be fair, Kennedy missed half the year. So did Darling.
Yeah.
But this year?
Last year.
Oh, last year. Yeah.
Low 90s last year is what he's saying. I'm like, well,
Oh,
that's a good pickup by Gaff.
Yeah.
He's on. He's actually really on.
It was average from Bell Chambers. There was no pressure there. That's 50. Yeah.
50?
Yeah. You'd
What
want
was
to
that
take the advantage. Yeah. And use up Brown. Yeah. Oh my god, it's a terrible kick.
Yeah, it was.
That was such a bad kick. Heppel's not done anything good so far. That's better.
shank it.
Fantasia. No. Yeah, no, they didn't think their way through there. They had that.
Yeah, that was just a terrible kick from Heppel.
The
Put it
ball
right
hang-
on Brown's
the ball
head.
hang in the air
Yeah.
for McGovern to come in and take
And
it
it's
out.
the last person you can let it hang in the air
Yeah.
for.
Ooh.
That's all right.
Made a contest.
We got grab
Tipper's
balls.
a bit out of position.
That's a throw.
It's 2 throws in a row. Good lead, Bubba Ass.
Yeah,
Straight at him.
that's what I mean. Because he's able to play a bit looser, he has that read of the play like McGovern does. Why is that, Docker fan?
Okay, there's
All
Merritt.
right,
There's
so,
Merritt.
so
Okay,
they're
so he's alive.
They're getting repeat entries, but it's to nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Now that they're out, West Coast will control this and may put on a switch. Oh, Nate Dogg apparently tried to post
shot.
a
There wasn't an actual link.
There was?
No, it wasn't. It was like bomb stopped working .ex, like Windows does it.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. I'll have
That
to
was
try and fix that.
high.
up.
I thought that was a hickey free kick.
It's good. It's good touching. It's good
That'll
tackle.
help.
The pressure's on. It's just Streamlabs doing its automatic thing.
Essendon's inside 50s are
Yeah,
terrible.
No.
They're real. Like, that's just an absolute shank.
That's what I mean. The chaos ball will work for them.
Yeah.
Because you can't read a chaos ball, but you can't replicate a chaos ball every time.
Good leg.
They are.
Scully. Oh, here we go. Inside. Jetta.
Oh.
Of course it is. You just
man,
know
what a
it's
kick.
coming inside. And watch
What a
that!
kick.
What vision is that? No.
Not the best kick, though.
It's going to... Oh.
I thought it was fading back.
Yeah, I thought it was going to fall short and bounce in the goal square for a second there. That
I
was
swear
weird.
to God, he was looking at the boundary. It's a right angle kick.
The fact that Essendon let 2 players get free at centre-half forward is unexcusable, though.
Justin hasn't actually watched it yet. I made him watch the opening.
I watched the opening, but I
Opening
haven't
was
had the
good.
chance.
Yeah.
Work was pretty hectic today, so I didn't get the chance to look at much.
Oh, good punch. Come on, Rioli. Oh.
What a spin. Oh, Shuey. No. Wow, you normally trust his left there.
Damn, that would have gone a long way to my best on ground prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the back?
It came off
no.
the side of his boot too. Shut up, Docker fan. I can't help it. I'm emotional. That's a good result.
I'm
for
trying
the
my
Bombers.
best to...
They'll take that.
Yeah. I know. I'm completely unbiased when it comes to reviews of clubs.
Goddamn better be.
I liked it. I listened to it.
No, you'll like the review.
I'm sure.
It's the longest review that we've actually got on the channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a 15-minute review.
Cool. All right.
Am I colourblind or is everything golden?
Everything's good.
Where? Like just from your eyes, or on the TV, or.
Try.
Yeah, please get out of me. You can't touch me. It's a good kick by
leg.
Marston. He's had some
They've
good
got a
legs on
spare
him.
man. Essendon's got a spare man, but the Eagles are just going
Nick
to hold
Nat's
this
getting
up.
deep. Look
Yeah,
at
the
this.
Eagles are just going to hold it up for long enough.
And then launch
And
it
then
in.
go
Why not? Why not?
straight down his throat,
It's still got a spare man. Yeah.
Oh.
and that's a goal.
That's a
That is
goal.
the easiest thing.
It's sad for Aaron Francis because he did the right thing to kill the contest,
But
and then it just goes straight to the you got to get it to the boundary line.
this
or
is something that
right?
I think small forwards don't do enough. Defenders will spoil to the
Yeah.
boundary line every time. And
Yeah,
you have-
why not get there?
There's never
Yeah.
any crummers over there. And that's what Cripps did perfectly there.
Yeah.
The TV, the scoreboard, and the time. Yeah, we did actually mention that the colours of the scoreboard and everything, and the countdown timer was different. Is Hutchings tagging anyone? Well, I haven't seen him. I've seen him at the
it
ball.
could make sense if he's
I think he
tagging
might
Merritt.
actually be tagged.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he's on
Yeah, if he's tagging Merritt, that would make
Makes
that would
sense.
make total
Well, let's
sense
have a
because
look at
Merritt
who's-
hasn't done anything.
at the centre bounce setup.
I'll have a look at the stats too, actually, while we're at it. I'd be keen to see who's got all the touches so far. Because I don't think Dylan Shields doing too much either.
No. So...
He's not in there.
Not even there.
Mind you, is that Merritt at the top there?
Merritt and Shuey, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was high.
Jesus.
Killed him.
That is a hell of a clothesline.
You know what? I'm not even mad.
Killed him.
Looks like he bounced off the ropes there.
Flashbacks to the tackle back in... Was it 2017? 2016? Where it was suspended?
Oh, that
I
was
can't
7,
remember.
Yeah.
50.
Close.
Come on, come on, go on, just do it, just do it.
Too long.
That's all right. Darling's got speed up back.
Oh!
He got his foot to that.
Cripps leads disposals for West Coast with 7,
I
and
think
he's
he was
also
playing half
got
forward.
one goal too.
What's who this?
And Gaff's got 6.
Oh,
McGovern's
what a
6.
perfect kick!
So then for Essendon, I mean, how much of their midfielders got? Dyson Heppel's got 8 touches, but he's not been good with them.
No.
If you want a lesson
What's
on how to
Merritt got?
kick a ball into the forward 50, if it shows the replay, you're going to see this.
He's got 3 touches.
Watch.
Merritt, that's it. Okay.
Right, that's on the exit. The perfect weighted kick.
Yeah, well done. That
That's
is.
pretty well.
Yeah.
Be back in the next quarter? No, I'm pretty sure he's... Oh, Francis? Yeah.
We like him, Waterman.
Said Waterman would be a factor. 1 goal in the first quarter. I'm happy with that.
Do we?
You know?
I do.
I'm like,
do you want
that's an
to be
odd
sleeping on the
commentary,
couch for the next week?
Sorry. You know what's even worse? Tane actually watches these as well.
Oh man, I'm so happy Kiara doesn't. I'm so happy
I'm just
she
gonna
doesn't.
have to, like, when this goes back up, I'm just gonna have to clip it and send it to her.
No, we'll lay in bed. Like, if you do your free rivals, we'll lay in bed together and watch it at night time, like after work.
Oh, that's great. I'm very appreciative of that. And you read my Mustangs article. I couldn't ask for much more from you,
It's
mate.
Mustangs, so I don't care about it. No, I like your reviews of each round.
Oh, thanks.
Good.
Nick Nat, you just can't.
Essendon are about to get absolutely wrecked here. If they
Tottenham's
don't
supposed to be
switch
playing
on.
half forward.
Yeah, he is. Oh, maybe he's
That's a good
tagging
read by
Sard or
Redden.
McKenna.
Oh, maybe. That's pretty smart.
That would be smart. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that was...
He just shoved him out
Oh,
the
here we
way.
go. Oh, no. Couldn't get away from Ryan.
All right, Jetta, you got some speed. Let's go.
Yeah, this will work well for him.
Back to the middle. Just go.
Particularly when Merritt just falls over.
Oh, how's
Oh
that?
my god, look at this! Look at how out they are!
This is shocking.
Okay, commit. Alright, that was good.
Oh, Rioli, you just can't teach it. He's the best crummer.
This is going to be the most boring final. This is going to be like a 100-point pumping
Is
because
this the West Coast versus Melbourne last year?
Yeah, maybe.
No, because
Is
Melbourne
this
didn't
West-
even kick a
No,
single
it's
goal in the first half.
Yeah.
In the first half.
I've
Is
watched
this
that game
West
a few
Coast
times.
versus... Was it West Coast versus North back in like 2015 or something like that where they just destroyed North Melbourne?
2012.
Yeah.
Oh, was it 2012? Was it that long ago?
2012.
It was annoying because that was at Subi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in Melbourne that week, so I missed that game.
Yeah, we've spoken about this actually.
And then
we lost in the semi against Geelong, I think.
yeah, over there, and I came back the day before. So watch like Sydney
Any
versus.
tips to control our nerves and
Hawthorn.
play well on Saturday? Sorry to put attention on myself. No, you're right, Riley. We'll talk about it at quarter time, man.
Oh, plenty of tips.
Ask us again at quarter time. I don't know because I've never even played in a final. So
I've played in 6 grand finals.
I played in an under-16s junior grand final, but it's not much to crow about.
I've played in 6 losing grand finals.
One losing one, one winning one for me. Although I must
I've always played.
say I
in,
didn't contribute
like, bad
much.
teams.
That's
so,
in footy though, but I won 2 grand finals in basketball.
Yeah. Right.
Steadying hand. Why would you give it to Shield then?
See, I wouldn't even
Can't
say that
kick.
the Bombers played a good 10 minutes.
I'd say they just got two lucky goals.
Their entries into
Yeah.
the forward 50, like literally every single entry into forward 50 has not been good.
Yeah. I feel for Heppel.
I think Redden.
Heppel's really trying.
Like Redden's.
Holding.
Would you say Redden's had a pretty poor year, right?
Is that?
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't say
know.
poor. I'd say average.
Well, compared to last year.
Yeah.
Or
No,
I know,
compared
he
to
was-
last year's finals.
Yeah.
that's what I mean. He's actually playing a
He's stepping up.
remarkable game in
Yeah.
finals at the moment. I think
he's a big stage player.
Yeah, I think he's a player that loves playing finals. Look at that. He just spoiled that. That's a good grab.
Gav,
Yeah, that's
Gav's
a good
doing
grab.
well though to cover.
Heppel's trying
I-
so hard
I-
to get
I
something
actually
going.
They need to hit someone here.
They're going
That was
to.
a good league.
That's a really
Yeah,
good
That was
kick.
a really good league.
That was bad defensive breakdown.
Heppel is
'Cause that was-
trying
that
so
was a-
hard to get something motoring right now. I'm feeling for him a bit with how
Heppel
much
has
he's.
been-
That's his first decent kick, so. But that's good. That's a
That was
good
a- that was
lead.
a good leg.
He's been
Right
trying
in
to
space.
insert himself onto the contest.
Yeah.
The whole game
Yeah,
so far.
I think he's
so-
already got like 10 touches or something.
No, he wouldn't have that much.
No, he had 8 when I just checked like a few minutes ago. So he's
Who's this?
Heppel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you watch how commentators say how good he's been playing.
Okay, that's a good kick.
Yeah, that's
good
good.
finish. All right, they really needed that. Yeah. I'll have a look now. Let's see what he's on. 9. He's got 9 touches. McGrath's got 6, and Parrish and Snelling both have 5 for West Coast. McGovern's got 6. Cripps 7, Shuey 6, Gaff 7. What's Redden got? Redden's got 4. But, like, 4
There's
pretty
actually-
important touches. He's laid 2 tackles as well.
Yeah, I reckon all the smothers that you've seen that West Coast players have got, he's got all of them.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
he's been good with the pressure
Yeah.
acts.
He's put himself in the contest.
Yeah.
I feel like Yo has he hasn't had a lot of touches,
Yeah.
but he's inserted himself as well.
Yeah.
He's troubled the Bombers as well. She hasn't been too bad too, actually.
Yeah, Shuey's been fine. In fact, he's been really good. Quietly, really good.
Who?
Shuey.
You say
I was saying Sheed.
Oh, Sheed. I thought you said Shuey.
That's a shocking kick by.
It's bad.
Redden
from
again.
Parrish, yeah. You're getting...
I think Redden just
Clean
thrives
big up.
on the contest.
Redden?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. He's that in and under player,
Yeah.
which he just doesn't get that kind of.
Oh,
What a brilliant. Who kicked that?
Is that Rioli?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
He is the best inside 50 kick in the
Yeah,
competition.
Rioli. Yeah. I'll leave Ryan.
No, Ryan got it to Rioli.
And Rioli just...
He is
Yeah.
straight up
Just-
the best inside 50
Look
kick
at that.
in the comp.
Darling is in really good form
Yeah.
right now.
Jesus.
He was surprised all Australian for me.
Yeah.
Darling.
Yeah,
100%.
we talked about that and
Mm.
said he was a surprise All-Australian.
Well,
Who
when
did
you
we
told
say that?
me,
Yeah.
I was like,
We thought Ben
What?
Brown
Yeah.
should have had the spot ahead of him.
and
Tom
Tom him and
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Just
Yeah.
missed that. Surprised he didn't make the distance.
Yeah, I thought he would have had the leg at least.
I think he tried to nurse it too much.
Yeah, it's also the end of the quarter. He's done a power of running.
Yeah, fair.
And you got to imagine as well that lead he just put on was from the goal square.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-meter sprint.
Yeah, that's a free.
Who is it though?
I think Shepherd, is it? Oh, no, they're
Yeah.
behind the ball.
Oh.
All right.
Schofield. I love Schofield. You just know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Fun fact, owns a house in Mandurah.
Really?
Yeah, Hell said.
Wow.
Essendon are
And
just...
no one touched him.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Essendon are waiting for West Coast to get the ball right now. Like when Ryan gave it to Rioli before to send it in, like Ryan was 10 metres ahead of his opponent. It was a centre bounce. How do you let Liam Ryan just get 10 metres off you? Unacceptable.
It's a good defensive kick. Oh,
Waterman.
Waterman. How do you bring that down?
He's owning that number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we was at the start of the year, like, oh, fans are
That's a
saying,
great
that's a great kick.
Oh,
Yo got it away.
He didn't call him out.
Oh, man.
That's a lack of comms.
Yeah. Jeez, that should have been a shot on goal.
That was a brilliant decision.
Yeah, you don't want to use that side.
turnover.
No. Oh, don't.
Oh.
McGovern, you got to be greedy there,
It
man.
just, this looks
You gotta be greedy
exactly.
there.
This just looks exactly like the last time we watched the Eagles play Essendon in a watch party. The Eagles had all the structure, and Essendon just kept kicking it back to them. It looks the exact same.
That's all right. Nice control.
They're a well-drilled team, though, West Coast.
I would say the best in the
Normally.
competition.
Normally.
Mostly.
I'd say the best in the competition when it comes to
The
structure.
structure?
Yeah, 100%. That's not high. No.
No.
I don't know why you would want to keep that in and then kick
Wow.
that. That is such a mistake.
Not bad by Shield.
Oh, good hands. One on McGrath.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good kick. Yeah.
Maybe they can get
Just
something
relieves the
going
pressure.
Oh.
Yeah.
This kick's where they're failing.
Yeah.
It's anywhere.
probably speaks again to the
it's
structure of West
anywhere
Coast.
in front of this point.
Yeah.
Anywhere from their back line to
Yeah.
their forward line.
But they're just, like,
is
look,
a
West
risky
Coast just
kick.
set up now. They've allowed them to set up.
And they're going to
And
make
it's
it. They're
easy
gonna,
turnover.
they're-
Wow.
West Coast just wait
How
for
does
someone
he
to make
not
a mistake.
Wow.
That's
How does he not try and contest that ball though?
That is
like he was
inexcusable.
easily close enough
Yeah,
to, put
to throw a
body
hand
on.
up or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
That was very lazy.
It's such a
Parrish.
bad kick, though.
But he just pulled up.
stopped.
Mitch Brown, mate.
Yeah.
It's a final.
At least, even if you give away a free kick, make him earn it.
Yeah.
Like, put some body on and get physical with it, you know?
100%. Mitch
Play-
Brown's not that kind of player though.
Nah. Mitch Brown's just...
He's not the kind of player you want to be bringing into a final. put it
No.
that way. If that was... That's great.
Yeah.
Good kick.
The Eagles are just hanging on, setting up their structure and going, you know what, Essendon's going to make a mistake soon. And then we'll just capitalise.
That's generally what their game plan is. Their game plan is based on turnover.
40 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Well,
that kind of
let's not go there because it was, 42 points against Richmond?
When we watched Richmond.
Excellent. And I'm pretty sure Richmond had about 19 points as well. So, you know.
Isn't Richmond, though.
It's just... I think Hutchings is actually... Who do you reckon he's gone to? Sard or McKenna?
I'd say
McKenna, because McKenna's had far less than Sard, I think. Maybe not far less, but less. Let's take a look.
I thought McKenna's got better disposal as well, so he doesn't have the ball.
I think Sard's a bit quicker for
Hutchings
to stay with,
West Coast is getting touches to guys who are going to hurt you with touches too. They're like, Rioli has 7, McGovern's got 6, Cripps 7, Shuey 6, Gaff 7. So it's an even spread. No one player is
standing out,
tearing them apart in terms of disposals. But it's all the guys that you want the footy to have.
Yeah,
that you want to have the footy. Whereas for Essendon, it's like Heppel 9, McGrath 8, Parrish 7. I'd say Heppel and Parrish have both made a lot of mistakes. McGrath not so much.
Definitely Parrish just wasn't a goal.
Heppel's...
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Heppel's mistakes.
Yeah, his disposal efficiency hasn't been great, but it's not necessarily a huge mistake. I don't know. It's not like he's not a brain fade.
He's not causing turnovers.
Yeah.
He's not causing goals on the rebound and everything.
Whereas
Shields trying, but I every single kick I've seen him kick has been shocking.
Shield, he's got 5 disposals. That's not enough for him. Zach Merritt's got 4. McKenna's got 5. Yeah, and
they're all going head to head.
Sard's got 7. Does he? Hang on, Sard's got 7. So they're just not. Yeah,
they're also good players in terms of ruck, not just Nick. Nick Nat's having an influence.
Yeah, good point. Didn't see Stringer anywhere.
No, I did.
Actually, I saw him a couple times in the contest early, but he faded.
He's not in the forward line. Yeah, he's been in the midfield.
Let's take a look. He got one touch.
One touch.
He's on one disposal.
On the wing.
He got a kick.
But he has been in and around contests, putting on pressure. I have seen him around the contest and stuff.
But one kick is literally all of his stats. So
the one kick was on the wing.
Yeah. That in itself, that's poor though. He has no tackles. I know that he's been putting pressure on. I actually don't hate his performance.
Yeah, but
if he ends the night, it's 4 kicks.
I think he's been stuck in the forward. He hasn't been actually put into the midfield. But he's in the contests around that midfield area.
They're struggling a lot when they go forward. Why not just say to Stringer, hey, why can't you go on McGovern?
They're struggling all over. They're struggling in their forward line.
Yeah.
They're struggling entering their forward line. They're struggling getting out of the back line. They're struggling defending West Coast forward 50.
Yeah.
In every single facet of the game, they're struggling right now.
Yeah. But I would think if Merritt can get motoring and get some footy, then that means Stringer may not need to be in the middle as much getting footy. Send him forward and just make McGovern earn something, because at the moment McGovern just seems to be at every like the third guy at every contest.
It's not even always. But
it's not what you want. Sometimes it's Barras.
So we've seen Hearn go up.
Hearn was there, yeah. I mean, Hearn was in the right place when they sent the Chaos ball, and it was just a tough ball to read.
Yeah.
So
the reason it feels nerve-wracking is due to it being my last game, and we're playing the team that beat us in the Premier League. So the only real advice that I could probably give you, Riley, is to try not to think about it. A lot of players and stuff will say, with regard, like AFL players will say that, especially those that haven't experienced a grand final before, they go through the game so many times through their head before the game starts that by the time that they actually play, they're fatigued already.
Yeah. It's a total thing that happens. And you can see it when it happens to a team in the AFL. Yeah.
That would be my only suggestion to you, is try and do things to occupy your mind so that you're not thinking about it too much before the game. Because you'll be mentally fresh for it then.
Yeah.
5-1 marks inside 50. Yeah, 5 marks inside 50 already. That's pretty...
It doesn't surprise me at all, though. Like, with the way Darling and Kennedy look, it's going to continue all night.
But they've also, almost brought down, I reckon, about another 3.
Yeah.
Whereas Essendon haven't even looked like taking... Well, they've taken one.
No, yeah. But the one they took was a really good lead and a really good kick. But that's not going to happen too often.
Mitch Brown.
Yeah.
Dropped that. Probably even should have taken it, even if it was a bad kick.
We're just going to have to start calling ourselves the anti-Mitch Brown show. I don't think we've had one good thing to say about him in all the Essendon watch parties we've done.
He's had a poor month.
I'll try to find something.
Yeah.
Bring Danaher back into this team. Mitch Brown doesn't play.
Oh, no,
you play McKernan over Brown.
That actually might, that could be something that really changes the fortune of this game for Essendon if someone like Danaher played, you know?
Danaher stay
Riley, join the Discord, Riley, and you can talk to us about it there, man. We'd love to hear your thoughts and stuff, and what actually happens over the weekend after the game.
I'll message, if he goes on Discord, I'll message him a few things as well.
Does Danaher stay? I don't know, man.
He
came out and said something about it this week, but I didn't click on the article.
He said he's
see what it was.
happy and contracted.
Yeah, okay.
But didn't say he was staying.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be an interesting off-season move. Hey, that'd just be one of those ones where if he could get healthy for the team that he went to, what a bargain.
Yeah. That's like with Sydney chasing
interesting. Uncontested possessions.
Yeah.
The Bombers are beating West Coast in uncontested possessions. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, it looks like they've had to work for everything Essendon, so that makes me think why.
I wouldn't have thought that they'd had more clearances either.
They've had a lot of cheap touches in their backline, just kicking it around, and West Coast forcing them into the long bomb, before they forced them into that. So maybe that's where it's coming from.
If you look in the description of the video, the Discord server will be there as a link.
That was handy. That was not.
God
damn it, Stringer.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, just over the top. Kennedy's got it. Easy goal. That's bad defense.
3.
That's such bad defense.
That's really bad defense.
There's two guys in the exact same spot with no one behind the ball drop.
But they didn't even kill the contest.
It's so classic, though. Essendon does one good thing. It's a nice tap. Looks like Stringer's about to get a clearance up. Wait, he's not. It's shit. Yeah, that's not good.
I can only hope this, but sorry, Nate Dogg. This was probably writing on the wall before the game, man.
I think by halftime, I should have taken Hayek's up on that bet in the Discord server.
Yeah. See, Redden. Every single 1%er that he's not getting a stat for, it's Redden.
Yeah.
Look at that. How bad is the defensive setup there? Is it McKenna? McKenna was a mile off.
They just look lazy.
Yeah. How do you let the key forward run into the open goal?
Just pressure. Redden again. Oh, unlucky sleep.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's got his arms free. It's easy grab.
That was good by String.
He's got no one though.
Yeah, he's got no support.
That'll drop for Tipper.
Yeah, he's got that.
I think they wanted a block for McGovern. Yeah?
Left hand side.
Where does he pull it? Does he go through?
No.
Yeah, why not? He can kick it.
No, I think he goes across the face.
So each one's different.
Someone's going to be right unless he just punts it out of the full.
I said left. It's half far left.
That's left.
It's going to swing,
No, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Ah!
It's not enough.
Did I hit the post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn
it's
it.
Straight on the post.
Damn it.
I was going to say, Rioli would have kicked that.
That's a good kick.
That's a really good kick.
It's a good grab too. I thought Rioli was actually going to come over and take that.
Now he needs to push up the ground a bit more.
He's fine.
It's
Yeah.
Not with the form that Kenny and Darling are in.
Yeah. He's fine.
This is a contest that Essendon are going to need to win. At least you can force West Coast into this kick, but...
Oh, darling, kidding. You are so lucky to get away with that.
Oh, that's unlucky.
I don't know, I thought he was kind of pushed into it, though. Maybe that's what the ump thought.
Possibly, but... God, the flick back worked brilliantly.
Yeah. See, that's good.
Yeah,
this is what Essendon are going to need to do.
They've opened up the corridor now.
They're going to need to just play pretty risky football.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, the defense is there for it.
Yeah.
The defense is there
just
for
the
it.
barrel. Drop it.
Bang.
Good body.
Yeah, this isn't good. Darling's on. Yeah.
And he's quick over the top too.
And then
And Ryan.
And bang.
This is easy goal.
Bang.
Yeah, that is
This
the easiest. That is the easiest transition you'll see. And every single time there was an Essendon player within the scope of the person with the ball. But there was just no pressure at all.
I stand by what Essendon did there, though. Just bomb it like.
Oh, yeah.
And if you've got a 2-on-2, go to it. Because if not, it's probably going to be a 2-on-3 in West Coast favour.
There was no direction with the kick.
No, the kick was
they
bad.
Had so much space
if
to
they
try
had
and actually, but the
Essendon was
forwards don't know how to lead.
The Essendon forward was the man in front, so why not lead at
That's what
the
I mean.
ball? Yeah,
That's
why not
what I
lead
mean.
at the ball and let it be a kick straight to your chest?
We actually complained about this in the Pies Essendon game.
Yeah.
Essendon players.
McKernan was the only
how
one
to
doing
play
something.
forward.
Where is McKernan, by the way? Like, is he? I haven't
He
seen
must
him
be
at
getting tagged
all.
by Hutchings.
No, not McKernan. McKernan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been a factor, and he's probably been their best forward line player this year.
Yeah, and he's kept so.
Best forward tall.
Like,
player.
we loved him a few
Nick
weeks
Nat.
ago just for keeping plays alive on the wing. That's exactly what they need right now.
Nick that again, just in the middle.
He's just so tough.
In the middle. Wide open.
Yeah, he's
No,
still
he
there.
was relying on.
That was a good
There were
punch.
3 of them that had to go at it. Wow. That's
Goal.
still going to be a goal. Jeez. They are scoring so fast, too.
This is looking ugly now.
Is that a 3rd or 4th goal this quarter? Third. They had 3 goals in 3 minutes. Yeah, no, this isn't going to go
Yeah,
well.
this is looking ugly.
Nathan cooked rice yesterday, right? Dad had
Did
glued
that
up-
happen to the pen? Is that why you?
Dad had glued up a frying pan because the handle broke. It's like a
Yeah,
frying pan. Picks it up and just goes through to the thing on the bench and just like bang. Handle snaps in his hand. Gutted is an understatement because his dinner went everywhere.
Yeah.
It was funny.
2017 flashbacks against Sydney for Essendon. This might be worse.
So Sheed played that super well because he knew Nat knew he was coming in for a shepherd. Look at that.
Essendon's really like worried about chasing the ball. Like 3 of
It's a
them
good
go at
punch,
the ball. And yeah, they needed to for that. But then it hits the deck and it's like, where's your man? Worry about flying Ryan right now.
3 people went up.
Yeah. You gotta
Two of them completely missed it.
That was just.
That's a really good
Ooh.
kick. That's a super
No,
kick.
That's good. That's a good weighted kick.
Just over gas fingers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a good
Yeah.
weighted kick.
Yeah.
Which
But yeah,
is
as soon
surprising
as-
because Essendon haven't been able to make those kicks this game.
McGrath has though. Like McGrath has been super. Like
He's actually probably their best on.
I would say by a long way. Like
I reckon he nails this.
I hope he does, just to give him something.
Snelling's actually been alright.
Yeah, he's been good. It's gonna
Pulled it left, hasn't it?
No, he's got it.
Right.
Good. All right, that's something.
But both times they've been desperate for a goal, he stood up.
I think he kicked
He kicked
their second
he
goal.
kicked the one that was the chaos ball.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
This bloody thing, I need to tighten the screws on it, but I don't have...
Add a washer.
No, I just need to tighten them up.
Well, screwdriver.
No,
I like it.
those there.
Yeah, but you need a screwdriver. I like it.
No, neither. I need socket.
actually.
Yeah, I've got a socket driver and everything. I'm not doing it on the show.
Right.
I might do it at half time because it's annoying me. It keeps dropping.
Yeah. Beefy added 26.
Yeah. 9 goals and it's the start of the second term.
Yeah, it's huge.
Still.
In a final, that's massive.
Do you know what's good? Next year I can watch every game of footy.
Shut up. Just goes in between the players. It's
What
so
a leg.
easy.
Yeah.
It's too
Brilliant,
easy.
like awareness of where the players
Right,
are.
and you do not want Jetta kicking the ball
How
through
does
the
that
through
happen
the
though?
corridor.
And now they're so out.
Kenley's on.
Yeah.
4
This is
first half goals. he's gone
disgusting from Essendon every time they get the footy. Like every time it turns over, no one is accountable for their player.
Yeah.
West Coast seem to have a
I
free
think I support the dogs
line.
now.
for. That's pretty fair.
The one player for West Coast as an opposition you don't want kicking the footy through the corridor is
Jetta.
Jetta. And he's just got free reign.
I feel like West Coast are playing a spare man in their forward line. They're that open. Like this is ridiculous.
Surely he nails it.
Yeah, I
You'd think so. He's actually got a good record for this spot.
Hasn't he got a good record from everywhere? He's super
Mostly
reliable
everywhere.
kick.
Mostly everywhere.
You talk him up.
It was a close miss.
Oh, yeah. 3 goals once, not bad for the first half.
I'd rather that kind of miss than a complete shame.
Oh, yeah.
Because it means he's close to being on target.
Yeah.
Right?
We definitely won that deal.
Yes. But the deal wasn't bad for Carlton either.
No, it wasn't, no. But they needed a Judd in that midfield.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you couldn't actually guarantee that Kennedy would develop
in
Carlton's system as good as he has West Coast.
And I don't think like Carlton obviously anyone needs a Josh Kennedy in their prime. Like that's great. But I feel like Carlton, even if they had him, would they have been as good as West Coast were with him?
No.
No. So he probably wouldn't have appeared as valuable because they wouldn't have been putting that many wins on the board still.
Oh, tackle, Sheed. Oh, wow.
Go.
No ball. Look how many hard draft picks I had in that time, and they just didn't develop.
Yeah.
Carlton.
Yeah.
Heaps. Zach Merritt's done nothing. He's terrible right now.
Kennedy, Maston, and Tony Note.
Yeah.
One of them didn't work out very well, and then you have Tony Note and Kennedy.
That's a total throw. I thought
joking.
they called that.
No, I know. To be fair, Marston, surprising, he's played over 200 games.
Yeah.
He's been like a part of their team, like they're 22 for a long time.
He struggled this year a bit.
And last year.
He played well last year.
Yeah, he was dropped at various stages last year. Or was that 17?
No, 17.
I think that was
He played every
17.
game last year.
I'm pretty sure that was 17. Everyone was questioning whether he'd be there moving forward.
Yeah. Because I don't think he'd be on the... I thought they would get traded for 18. And then he played every game.
Yeah.
That's a throw-in. Even when Essendon gets something good, it's a throw-in.
Because he didn't play NAB Cup at all.
Yeah.
And then they decided to bring him in for round 1, and he had a role.
Yeah, because he lost weight and stuff.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah,
he bulked up for
dropped
17,
down. Yeah.
and then he dropped back down for 18.
That's like John Nelson, man. He's just, you just know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah. He developed well this year.
Oh, Nelson.
Yeah.
It's come on very well. Yeah.
From being so panicky in his first...
Yeah.
I've always just loved him, though. Because
I like his edge.
Yeah. You know he's never going to back down out of a contest.
No, but like his disposal needed work, and that's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
This is where like Langford's a mile off there. He's literally like just swiveling his head around trying to find something.
Oh, Rioli as the crumb, man. You just don't understand how clean
That's
his
gone.
hands are.
That's got to be gone.
Ball.
It's so dumb. Just get rid of the ball, man.
He's gone up against one of the best. Yeah, it's a big tackle. He's gone up against one of the best pressure forwards in the comp.
Yeah. Thing is here, West Coast are playing finals footy.
Yeah, you can see the intensity that West Coast is playing with.
And that's pretty much the story that it was coming in that. West Coast are a genuine final side. Yeah. Essendon's the one side in the 8 that's not a genuine final side. And maybe the Dogs if they...
Jeez, that's on target.
He got it.
Whoa. That's a Sheed replica kick, but on the wrong foot.
He's having a field day, Cripps.
They're all having a field day.
Yeah.
Look, a team that can beat Freo.
You could have said Essendon. It would have been easier to say Essendon.
Yeah, but
to be fair, they actually did a few weeks ago.
Guys, it's in the past. The season's not even on.
For some teams.
Yeah. Only for the bad teams.
Yeah. And Hawthorn. That's a... Oh.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
That's a good kick.
Which one has an actual GoPro on there? Let's have a GoPro on the post.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's for.
No.
But it's actually a GoPro.
Yeah. Look at that. That is the best ruck midfield combo when Nat is up and about.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
Jesus,
Of course,
man.
yo.
Nothing can go
Of
right.
course, yo.
Oh,
There's
spewing.
no pressure.
No, the inside the goal. Inside the 8 metres.
No, but you still have to have pressure.
Not inside the 8 metres.
You do have to have pressure on you. Yes. You cannot just concede if you don't have pressure.
Yeah, right. I thought it was just inside the 8
No,
metres.
even if you have pressure and you concede it outside of the goal
That's
square.
having a hand.
Yes. But inside the goal square area, you have to have pressure on you.
What you should do? Make that. You can't. They make that a solid door.
Yeah.
So Cripps has 10 touches and 2 goals too. He's just killing them.
Good effort.
That was good. That's a good.
That
read.
wasn't good by Darling. That's all right.
Turnover.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
He has turned nearly everything over that he's touched.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is what. Is this his first? I know they played finals in 17. But is this his
I'm not
first
sure.
final?
I don't know.
Was that the year everyone was suspended? No.
2016 was
No,
the year
16
everyone was
was
suspended.
suspended.
Yeah.
Wow. Completely uncontested mark.
This is
And this is the problem. Hurley's been rushed back into the team.
yeah. Well, this is the second
Look at
straight
this.
watch party we've done where Hurley has just looked really poor.
Hurley is a key defender and Hickey is a ruckman.
He
And
just
he completely
Yeah.
separated himself.
made him look like a fool.
So side by side, and then he just took 3 steps.
Yeah. And he didn't even outbody him.
No.
He didn't push.
Oh.
And that's a ruckman kick goal.
That's where you can tell the difference between that's Hickey and then the other one's a Kennedy and
Yes,
Darling.
that's a ruckman's kick. Yep.
There's a real big difference there.
Which is high ball drop. That's not actually
That's
too
not too
bad.
bad.
Of a
He
ball
kicked
drop.
it right off his shin though.
On the
It
inside,
came
yeah.
just below his shin.
Wasn't actually a bad ball drop though. Yeah, we kind of said that pre-game, Andrew.
I'd say the worst.
95%.
Yeah.
They're one of the worst, if not the worst team to make the final 8.
That's a good
Oh,
kick.
this year,
That's
yeah.
a great kick.
No, just of all time. I
But
reckon.
we just found out a good thing to say about Mitch Brown. That was a good kick. I think it was Mitch Brown anyway.
I don't think it was.
I really hope it was Mitch Brown.
That's a good kick.
I'm
Yeah,
actively
that's a good
trying
kick.
to find
We'll
something
let him
to
And
say
say
that.
about
Saad
it.
goes through. Saad.
That's a good handball.
And
You've
then-
got
Tippers over
Tipper.
top.
You've got to have an option
Oh,
somewhere.
Tipper.
Get rid of the ball.
Yeah, no.
And McGovern.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Nelson.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Ah.
fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm not really sure he could have done much there anyway.
I thought there
Essendon's-
may have been a call for no
He
prior.
picked it up,
No,
ran straight in.
It's because of that.
The
Yeah,
fend off
He
thing.
got off and then he
was
couldn't.
almost
He
high.
couldn't get away. No, that's fair.
Yeah. why not?
Unlucky for Nelson. He couldn't do much. there.
Yeah, what was he supposed to do? Yeah.
Take a shot himself. Take a shot himself. If he accidentally kicked it the wrong way into the goal, would that be classed as a free kick for them?
If you can see that it's accidental, then no, it's not a free kick for them.
The other week when who was it? Kicked it back 50 metres. They were in the forward line and kicked it back to the centre circle for North Melbourne.
Really?
Was it Cunnington?
I
don't know. I missed that.
And in the forward flank, and he gets a clearance of the contest. He's open and he spins and kicks it to the centre circle.
Did you see the VFL video of Quinton Narkle earlier this year where
Oh, no.
he's won a centre clearance and it's a really good centre clearance
But
when
it's the
he's dodged a
complete
few
wrong
tackles
way.
and he's just running the opposite way and
Yeah.
belts it to the full forward line where the opposition takes a mark.
Yeah.
And it's
I have a bad story about that with me.
it's so bad.
Unfortunately, I've actually done that twice in the same game.
I've done it in the grand final. First clearance of the game. So I rucked it. I gathered the ball off the ground, got clear, and then laced out, kicked it to our full back.
Yeah, but that's
And
not
then
good.
I was like, wait a minute. Why? Oh. It was literally the first thing of the game.
There's always the other 21 guys on your team going wrong way,
Yeah.
but you're in the game, you can't hear it. You
Yeah,
just
no.
go with it. You probably don't have time to turn around anyway.
Nelson again.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That's well done.
Parrish is
And turnover.
He just can't do two good things in a row. Like, he gets the ball. The good thing is getting the ball, and then he just turns it over.
Him, though. He's still trying. He hasn't dropped his head.
Absolutely. He just is turning the ball over at a really high rate. That's a good bit of defense there. Just make up the ground.
That's good by Sheed to get the pressure on. Yeah.
Yeah, Parrish is trying hard to get the footy, but man, every time he gets it, it's just such a bad time.
I feel like that he hasn't dropped it. He hasn't just disappeared from the game.
And it would have been.
I do like that.
How easy would it be for him to do that when his leader in merit is not doing a thing? Shields not doing a thing.
Good hands.
West Coast is probably going to have numbers here too. Just didn't get the bounce.
That was almost a shocking hand pass.
Use McGrath or something, man.
It's all right. They're trying to control it now.
That's better.
That's a good leg.
I'm not sure they're the team to control the ball, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what Mitch Brown should have done in the first quarter.
And the best thing about it is that it holds the ball up.
Yeah.
Their quick movement's gone now.
Yeah, which is exactly what they were trying to do.
It's a professional free kick.
That's good at those.
Yeah.
Merit, man.
Nelson,
Yeah, but he's going to be gone again. Yeah.
That's so unfortunate, hey?
He does the right thing. The ball falls in his lap, so he tries to get away, and he just can't.
This is not the kick you want.
Oh.
Of course, Schofield.
How's that?
No way. Oh, what a goal.
Yeah,
wow.
goal.
Great
That's a
goal.
good goal. You want to go? Come on. You want to go? I'm Rioli. Come on.
Let's pull each other's shirts. Because we can't do anything else.
Right?
True. I agree.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like that every time I get in my car.
I feel like that when I get into my car.
Okay, have you tried getting into that Mitsubishi? Because the seat is
that's
stuck.
already... No.
It is stuck for Ellie's legs. No. So I'm Mr. Bean in the car every time I drive the place.
It's like that Simpsons episode where the guy's like trying to release
my choice of car.
Automobile.
Humorous to you.
This is the largest automobile I could afford.
Let's see how you like it when people laugh at you. Pulls his pants down, makes him walk in the middle of the street.
Get a megaphone out. Hey, look, everyone. He laughs at everybody.
Let's laugh at him.
That's I thought did he play for that? Did he play for that? I thought Laverde might have milked that a little.
He didn't need to do it though, Hearn.
Maybe not. Keep it alive.
Yeah. Yo.
Oh, they'll chop that off.
It's all right.
So Essendon are cooking here. They've got something.
No, look how cluttered it is. This is not going to be easy. He's going to take the shot.
Not by any means, but at least they've got something going for themselves.
I would back Sardin on the run. I'd back him on the run.
Yeah, on the run.
I'm not sure he's got the distance on a set shot. Because he's not a player that takes set shots. So he doesn't know his range.
I'm really bad at these goal predictions, though. I don't think in any of the watch parties we've done, I've picked them to actually kick it.
I think it'll fall on the line. No, it'll be touched over the line.
Or you'll play on hip and shoulder whoever's on the mark.
Oh. Earned himself I don't know what he earned himself. Essendon actually had a good look there at the marking contest.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they like this? No, they don't.
Shepherd's not going to make a mistake out.
But they need the Eagles to come out now, so it should hold it up enough.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he's
just turn you inside out, buddy.
Oh, tip up. Oh, just a bad bounce.
Bang.
Oh,
almost got
that. Might have helped enough. Oh, God, get rid of it.
That's a shocking handball. Yeah, that's good, Shepherd.
But it's really good pressure from the Eagles to make sure the numbers followed up.
I'm too fast for you.
It has the...
And, Rioli's almost got... He's still almost got...
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Miracle.
That would have topped his accidental goal in the grand final.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just good pressure by West Coast there to affect that merit handball. I thought this all the numbers just followed up the contest.
It was a hospital handball.
Yeah.
For Shields.
Good spoil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how long can Essendon come at the Eagles for?
Not for too long, I don't think. I mean, and the fact that
I think they've been coming for the last 10 minutes. This last 5 minutes is going to be ugly for them, I think.
Yeah.
If they had
West Coast
just
has rebounded.
Yeah.
But this way, if they had have conceded 1 goal in the first 3 minutes instead of 3, and the margin's only what is it now? 30. If it goes down to like within 3 goals,
that's a touch ball. Okay.
Ooh, it's gonna be good.
Okay, that was a great mark. Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised he actually pulled that in.
Yeah, that was really good. You gotta go quick, man. Come on.
No one's leading
No
up.
one's leading at him.
No one's leading up. And we said that this... Wow. That's, Mitch Brown, man.
But that's all he could do.
Absolutely shocking.
It's a terrible kick, but
He did a
also
good throw.
Mitch Brown should have been leading up.
Mitch Brown did a good throw.
Yeah, okay, there you go. All right, okay, that was accurate. He didn't give away 50.
No.
Good for Mitch.
It's a good grab.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this in the Collingwood game.
Yeah.
Essendon.
Why are they not leading up?
They don't know forward structure.
Whereas in that same game, Jamie Elliott was leading at everything
He was
and
the
had a
only
big game.
player in the entire game.
Yeah.
And that's what Collingwood will get from Stevenson.
This will go down the line, and West Coast will probably just do what they do every time.
Yeah. Straight to Nat Nui.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That was good by Mitch Brown. He held him out.
Wow.
Redmond's having a terrible quarter.
Good work.
Yeah.
Nat Nui gets it out.
Ryan's hurt there.
In the middle.
I thought they were going to call the ball up there. Yeah, they're on.
No, they're not.
No, it's not going to get there on the
Darling.
floor.
She was stepping up.
He's trying.
Yeah, he's having a better quarter.
He's been trying all game, though. It just hasn't quite worked out for him.
Unlike Merritt, who's been nowhere all game.
Oh, Nelson. Now it's worked for him. And that's it.
No,
it's not.
I thought it was a good kick to Rioli there.
Yeah.
I thought he was on. Use him again.
Mm-hmm.
The first quarter, that would have been a goal for West Coast.
Yeah.
Most right.
Oh my
that's
god.
shocking.
How do you do that?
Redmond sucks.
You're an AFL player. You shouldn't be missing the man by
And then over the
30
gaff.
meters.
Yeah, that's not. You might as well have just stayed on gap.
No,
used him.
That's all right. This is how West Coast play. They control the ball.
No,
They
I
spread
meant
the defense.
the Essendon player moved up to take the mark. You might as well have just stayed on gaff and shut the option down. But West Coast didn't want to use it anyway.
They'll set up.
I'm not sure that's 15, but okay.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there it
there you
is. Yeah.
And listen to the crowd. They'll love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair call.
Doesn't want to kick it.
Jetta.
That's fair. He did! Bill Jameson!
Who's he hit up?
Oh.
Oh, that guy just his head hit the deck there.
Bell Chambers, man.
It's
That's
comical,
the classic Harden in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
step in.
See, I don't hate that idea. Just having Stringer on McGovern to make something.
All right, do they have anything?
Oh,
just shocking handball.
Just kick it. And this will hit someone.
Over the top. Yeah, called him out. That's
Good.
good
Yeah,
call.
well
Yeah,
done.
it's good.
In
the middle.
communication.
And this will be
And
a
he got
goal that
sheed.
will absolutely break.
Oh, no, Redden. I'm coming for you.
Oh,
Starts
wow.
just too quick
Yeah,
for him.
that's
Way
super
too
quick.
Nat Nui, though.
I'm coming! It's just like,
Holy shit.
It's those big legs, man.
Because you're not getting away from Nick Nat.
It's because like one of his strides is too absurd.
I don't think he saw him until last second. He just went, oh.
That's a side difference, though.
No, I love watching him chase people
Yeah.
down, because you just don't expect him to be that quick.
And you know if he gets one, it's going to hurt. I mean, it's like a ton falling on.
He's not a soft player. Yeah, Ryan, you're playing for that there a bit, aren't you?
It's like Cox was underseed, like deceivingly quick.
Oh no! It's a good tackle. You know he's fit when he could do that, and then still
it's a good test. Yeah,
he hasn't gone to the interchange after that run.
It is impact.
Oh, Rioli! He just doesn't drop the ball.
If Essendon concede here, they're just screwed.
McGrath, man, that was that was dangerous. Yeah, you want McGrath exiting the 50.
Mitch Brown made that
He's
kick
the
look
only
good.
player.
Oh, did he kick it straight to McGovern?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Take a shot.
McGovern's always hurt. Take a shot.
He's hurt his
No,
groin.
it's not his groin. It's the inside of the thigh. The player, it's just a corky. He just landed on the inside of his thigh.
Or he'll hit the nuts.
Potentially, yeah. We've seen a few ruptured testicles lately.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not wrong.
We haven't seen them. We've read about them.
He's
He's
taking
going for a
thing.
shot.
It's empty.
Are you serious? You have to go for the... He's on the wing. You have to go for a barrel. He's going for the barrel.
I did call it.
Oh my God.
Just to hold everyone up and just go, you know what, Essendon, screw you.
I just love how he goes, nah, yeah. I could do this.
If it was Hearn, but alright.
No, McGovern's got a big leg on.
Yeah, no, but if it was Hearn, alright, we'll just drop pint and a half.
What? Yeah, you're not wrong.
You nuts?
I love Ellis. He's so funny.
You see his tweet during the week
Yeah.
about the red vest being the most sub player of all time. Takes pride in it.
Considering they're not going to bring that rule back.
Yeah. I think Gaff's probably the most used green vest.
Gaff?
Yeah.
Nah.
Played every game as the green as the sub in his first year.
Did he?
Yeah, he was a super
Really?
sub. Yeah.
Lockie Neal was that for Fremantle
So
for
he
a
got
long
called Kermit the
time.
Frog because he always wore the green vest.
Yeah.
right.
And he always came on for a ruckman.
I think like it used to. I remember for Fremantle, it was always like Neal, like depending on who was fit. But if Neal was fit, he'd be the sub, and then if he was injured, it was probably like Sheridan or Sutcliffe
Yeah.
or something like that.
You know, he was he's
One of the few things I can have fond memories of when
Yeah.
thinking about Fremantle because they were actually good when the sub rule was in place. Bring back the sub rule.
the sub.
But then I also have to remember Lockie Neal as well, which makes me sad.
Yeah.
Really super sad.
Good pick up for Brisbane.
Screw him. But yeah, very good pickup for Brisbane.
Surprised he wanted to go to Brisbane. Like, that's what shocked me.
Yeah.
Like, you could say if it was like this year, it would make sense, but
But he did say a lot of the times he was like, oh,
You know,
he wanted to get away from like
Bubble?
the bubble, which like Perth is obviously not as bad as Melbourne, but it's the second of it all. Like everything is footy in this state. So I get it. Brisbane's the next option where you're gonna have some success, given that their list was rising. I didn't think they'd rise this much this year at all. But they seemed on the right path and they were interstate, whereas no other club was that except GWS, who probably wasn't gunning all out for Lockie Neal's services.
who did Brisbane get this year? Because they still got money.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they do still have money given that Beams is gone now.
Yeah.
So that pretty much was just a straight swap and left them with the money that they had, I'm guessing.
Or do they just invest, like, go to the draft?
I think they've gone to the draft enough lately, haven't they? Like McCluggage is still really young. Rayner's only in year 2.
Headwood's year 3.
Yeah. Witherden's young.
Yeah.
So that
Mixed Days, in his 5th year?
Yeah,
He's 23?
Yeah, he'd be around there.
Harris Andrews.
I reckon. Yeah, well, Harris Andrews is young, so they're fully. Yeah, I would expect them to top up in free agency, maybe.
Yeah.
But who would they look at? I don't know. I haven't heard them linked to anyone.
No.
Not even through trades.
Think about that. They weren't linked to Charlie Cameron, got him.
Yeah, good point.
And they weren't linked with Lockie Neal, got him.
Yeah. The Lockie Neal thing happened in like a week. It was like he's interested in Brisbane, and then bam, he's requested to trade to Brisbane, and that's it. Like that was the most you'd heard.
They do it well, like playing close to their chest.
Like the Beams thing was kind of quiet for a while too, wasn't it? Or was that publicised because he wanted to go home to his family? I don't know.
Was Beams in Queensland?
Yeah, no. When Dane Beams moved from
when he moved
Collingwood
to
to Brisbane.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
it was
remember
out
if
of
that
blue.
was... Yeah,
No, it was because his dad was sick, remember?
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But they thought he was going to go to Gold Coast, though.
Yeah, they
had the
did.
space. They had
Yeah. I don't know who Brisbane could go after. Maybe they want another key back because outside of Harris Andrews, they got Marcus Adams.
Yeah.
Marcus Adams is there, and he's young too.
He needs to be fit.
Yeah, he's only like 25 or something, 26. Yeah.
Premiership player.
Yeah. So yeah, they're pretty stacked. Maybe they just go for another quality midfielder because they seem to just want to play McCluggage on the wing.
Yeah.
I have no idea who they could bring in that's going to be quality. I mean, they've already got Lions sewed up too. They don't really have any needs.
Not really.
Maybe they just bring in the best available player they can.
Who's
Maybe another key forward to help out Hipwood. Because who do they run next to him? Like, I don't know. Yeah, like Oscar McInerney or something like that.
Could they pull us what a Sydney did to Giants and go for Danaher?
Potentially.
Fraser had to go to Giants.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's gone to Sydney.
Yeah. He was tied to Fremantle as well as a come home thing, and then out of nowhere went to Sydney. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could. Maybe they can make a play at someone like Danaher that you know is a good player when he's fit and healthy. Because they don't need to. Like, if he never got fit and never got healthy, would they care? Like,
yeah,
they'd probably be like, we're doing fine anyway. Yeah.
So Nick Haynes is still on the market.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think he was signed Tomlinson, who's just been dropped by GWS.
Yeah. Tomlinson could be one.
Yeah, Nunes, Sam Day, not going to leave.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it would be probably. Would it be the midfield they just want to top up on? I don't know.
They wouldn't go for a Casbolt, would they?
Oh, potentially. He played some pretty good footy in the back end of the year. Maybe.
He's free agent.
Yeah. And he wouldn't cost them much. I think
he'll leave, but he hasn't re-signed yet.
And I think with Charlie Cameron and that there, they're probably set on that. But the Casbolt one's interesting because it wouldn't cost them much. It would help stock up key positions. Like, he could play a bit of forward or a bit of back wherever they sort of needed him. Essentially, he'd just be an upgrade on, like, bringing in Josh Walker when they need someone.
Yeah.
Like, so that would maybe be one that would be a fit for
they're trying to get... Oh, that's Gold Coast, Burgoyne.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, Brisbane, they don't really need anything, so they could just keep their draft picks if they wanted to. But
yeah, they could do.
Like, and that would then just restock young talent, which I know they've already got an abundance of, but it'd be pretty, you can never have too much.
Yeah. Libba's retired, isn't he?
Who?
Is Libba retired or?
Libba?
Who retired from concussion? Bulldogs.
Picken?
Yeah, Picken.
Yeah, Liam Picken. Yeah. And then Dale Morris retired earlier.
Yeah.
This week, maybe? Yeah.
Week 4. Who else tried this year from concussion? You got...
I don't know.
Oh, Kobe Stevens did.
Yeah.
Saints.
Jesus, maybe Paddy McCartan.
Yeah.
Very real possibility.
Yeah. Which would be super sad.
Do you reckon Josh Bruce stays at the Saints?
Oh, it sounds like he's on the move, doesn't it? Isn't that the rumour? Maybe he's one that Brisbane would look at and go, all right, well,
he
we
wants
could
to
use you.
He wants to get away from all the spotlight.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be someone that they could look at.
Oh, Smith on 87. Not bad.
Whoa. What are we? 4 for 220. Did we bat first? I haven't kept up with this match.
Yeah, we batted first,
Yeah, okay. That's all right. 4 for 220. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's good.
It's amazing how Steve Smith just takes them from an instantly bad test side to an instantly good one.
He's back to number 1, isn't he?
I don't know if that's what the rankings say, but
the rankings,
he's clearly number 1 for mine. I don't really think anyone's any better. Like, Coley is not the test batsman anywhere near what Steve Smith is.
Thanks, buddy.
What has Essendon done well, and what have they done badly and terribly?
They did well to fight back, somewhat. Like, I guess they look good when Sard has the footy at the moment.
Yeah.
They look good. Like that 10 minutes where they played it right, Sard had a lot of football.
Yeah, so Smith's number 1
Oh, yeah, cool.
for Test and then...
Yeah. Coley for one days?
Yeah.
And who cares about one days?
And Warner's overrated. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Warner's very overrated.
Look at that. Max speed, 31.7.
What?
That's quick.
Imagine that charging, eh?
Do you know who has the record?
Go out.
Buddy, Nathan Brown from Saints?
Oh, really?
Yeah, all-time record.
Wow.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was Jesse Hogan,
I can only take you to bed.
and then Brown beat it a week ago against
Yeah, right.
Gold Coast.
Else to take you to bed.
Hogan would be better if he just stopped smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
It'd be fine.
Go to bed now.
But yeah, see,
I
they
think
look good with Sard in it. What have they done poorly is they're just turning the ball over.
Oh no, yeah, it's Jesse Hogan.
It's Hogan, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy crap.
I thought it was Brown. I swear the other day, I read the other week and said Brown.
I wish he could do that a little more next year. That'd be great.
Yeah. It was round 4 last year, he got it.
Yeah, okay.
But you think of like Jake Waterman's clocked a higher time than Petrocelli has.
Wow.
Higher speed.
I guess they've
36
just... These
not
must
much,
be...
but-
Like, the smaller guys with the... Like, must just be quick sprint efforts where they don't,
Yeah.
like, reach full stride, whereas... These must be guys that are just getting motoring over a long,
Yeah, we think of
long
Hogan,
stretch.
it'll be a long lead.
It probably would have been him doubling back into the 50 while the ball's in transition.
Yeah,
Like he's let up, hasn't got it, and he's just sprinting
Sprinted
back to be an
back to
option.
re-offer, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yes, that's correct, Riley, yeah.
Yeah.
Warner hasn't made a run in England. That's pretty fair, Andrew.
Warner sucks right now.
That's going to be a good game.
This is going to be a great game. Every game outside of this game should be good.
Yeah.
Like, all of them should be good. I said Geelong could probably go out in straight sets, but I still think if they find it, like, if they are in good touch, which they were in the last round, I believe, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. They steadied.
Yeah, like, they should be okay.
Big outs, though.
Yeah,
Guthrie and
it
Henderson.
is.
Especially Guthrie.
They brought in Kolajasny because Stevenson
Wait,
and
Varco's
Ngoe came
out.
back. Yeah, Varco got dropped. Which I thought was fair. He doesn't do a whole heap compared to the 3 guys that you're going to bring in.
Yeah, started him to go in.
But
Stevenson.
clearly, like, Collingwood sort of forced Geelong's hand there because they brought back Goey and Stevenson, so Kolajasny and Atkins kind of have to come back.
Yeah.
I like Cam Guthrie and Lockie Henderson's a lot of experience to drop out ahead of a final.
Yeah.
Henderson, maybe I don't care so much about, but Guthrie hasn't been dropped all year, has he? I think he's played most of the year.
Like 2 years.
Yeah.
I have no idea who Ryan is, by the way. He's just walked out.
Yeah, no clue.
I think he's putting Zach to bed, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. He was fixing up the microphone here because it was slipping a little bit. The Eagles win. They played the Blues with the Cats and Pies. Yeah, they do.
Before this restarts, I'm going to go to the toilet.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I don't want to touch that because I don't want to...
No, you just swing it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I probably can't work, but I don't want to destroy it.
So what's going on in the chat? West Coast in keep control. Essendon needs ways to lock the ball in the forward half. Worsfold has no plan B. That's kind of true, Aussie. Like they can't lock it in the forward half at all. But that's because West Coast structures just like it's too good to try and pick through. It's really hard to do that. So yeah. Back and we have a chance. Nate Dogg, I actually think that Essendon do have a bit of a chance with the way they played in the last 10 minutes there. But if West Coast come out and do what they did in the second quarter and just smack 3 goals on in 3 minutes, then Essendon is screwed if that's the case. It's just... My mate and I finished even in tipping. I want to win that $600. So do you guys keep tipping in the finals, Riley? Or do you split it through that? $600 is pretty decent prize purse. But yeah, no, the comment above from Aussie is dead on. Essendon have not done well in locking it at their first half, in their front half at all. But I mean, if you look at the talent in their front half compared to the Eagles' defense, I mean, how are they supposed to?
Right, so I basically haven't been here for half time.
That's fine. We appreciate your hard work, Jonah.
No, coming back.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we tip finals and even at the end, $300. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
See, I don't know who I'd rather verse in the semi, the Pies or the Cats. Because I'm
depending on where it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm confident of playing either of them at the MCG.
yeah.
At Cardinia, not so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that they'd be okay. I still think they'd be okay in Cardinia. I don't think that would fail. I think they'd still rather play Geelong at GMH whatever rather than play Collingwood at the MCG.
No, I'd rather play the MCG against whoever.
Yeah, man.
Even Richmond,
They've
I'd
been
rather
good at the
play.
MCG.
I would rather play anyone in the competition
Yeah.
at the MCG than go to.
What is it
Geelong
about
at Cardinia
Cardinia that you think, poses a threat to the Eagles? Is it like a dimensional thing in the oval, or is it just the fact
pretty
that
much.
Geelong at home is hard to
No,
beat?
it's both.
Yeah.
Because Geelong's game style, it's much like West Coast at Subiaco.
Yeah.
The game style relies on that home ground advantage, the skinny grounds,
Yeah.
which West Coast game style doesn't cater for anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Either way, I don't think the Eagles are going to have too much fear if they can steamroll Essendon. They're going to feel like we've been here before. We're in the finals now. We're in gear.
Yeah. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
This second
we'll
half's
see what
gonna be
happens
telling.
for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
And we'll see what kind of West Coast starts the semi.
If West Coast come out in this third quarter and just do what they did in the second and put up 2 or 3 goals in the first 5 minutes, games, I already think it's basically over. But
Docker
the game
fan,
would be
you
over.
say that every single stream. And you spell his name wrong as well. Yeah.
Adam Hunter went to my high school. There you go. That's my Eagles link.
Yeah, right.
That's down there in Bunbury.
The only player that I know of that I actually went to school with was Tate Pears from Essendon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I did play against Lewis Jetta as well.
Yeah. Who did I played against Jonathan Marsh, who's Collingwood and then St Kilda, and he absolutely grilled us one day. But outside of that, I don't know if I played against any outside of that.
I'll play with a few.
Yeah.
I played with Brad Lynch from
Yeah. He's a Mustangs
Cameron
boy, isn't
McIntosh
he? Yeah.
from Richmond.
Yeah.
Cam Losh, he used to play for Gold Coast, he's got listed.
Yeah.
What
What about Josh Schoenfeld?
Nah, he was a couple years too late.
Right, okay.
And then also, I didn't play with Harvey, but I did a few pre-seasons with him, and I went to school with him as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Our team is very young with finals experience, like Ham or Redmond and stuff, so you can't really blame. Look.
No.
The problem with Essendon right now is not even necessarily their team structure. Their forward line structure sucks.
Compared to a West Coast defense
it is
that's
one of the
elite.
worst in the competition.
Yeah.
They have no forward line structure. There's no they just don't know how to play in the forward line.
Which is why I think even if they win this game miraculously and make it through to the next round of the finals.
I don't see me looking at McGovern though. Probably the bat.
Playing and Justin playing footy. Look, unless some form of injuries come up for me, I am 100% playing footy next year. Yes.
I will not be, because I had to quit footy for my job because I cover games of football. So it was too hard to go from. I actually spent the first year trying to juggle the two. And I was playing Colts for Harvey in the Southwest Football League. And then I was so I just ended up covering a ton of Harvey games for the paper. And everyone was like, bit biased, man. And I was like, yeah, no, I got to quit. I got to stop.
I'll play next year.
Yeah.
Don't know where I'll be.
Yeah.
We had a teaching job up north from here.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to play up north, eh?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. Just in raw football zone.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
I don't look like McGovern.
There's a teaching job going in Jurien Bay, and that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
If I can get a job in Jurien Bay, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. Who's in the Jurien Bay League? Lancelin, Cervantes?
He just wants to go up and live up in Jurien Bay.
Jurien Bay is
live in
nice.
Jurien Bay, yeah.
I spent New Year's in Jurien Bay a few years ago. Yeah. unsuccessfully trying to hit on like every barmaid that served me, but whatever. That's my memory from it.
Stop. I don't.
But they hit to the nuts. Did a few months ago. Hit to the nuts.
Oh no, I wasn't hitting the nuts.
Is
there a lot of South Africans in WA? I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
I think there would be a similar percentage to any other state in Australia. It's a very weird question.
What's Redden's stats?
I think his
That's
actual
another good
stats
question.
are low, but I reckon if you were to pull up his
Pressure acts,
one-percenters,
Pressure acts,
yeah, he's one percenters, he'd
Well,
be
that's with
off
the-
the charts.
With the AFL, what's it called? Advanced stats?
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah,
See, we're watching it from KO, so I think KO is the best watching experience.
Oh, yeah.
Besides maybe Foxtel, but KO is much cheaper than Foxtel,
yeah.
so why wouldn't you? And you get all of the Fox.
Redden's
footy.
stats are good. He's got 15 touches, and 2 marks and 2 tackles.
Nice.
For Essendon, it was Sard with 12, McGrath and Shield both have 13, and Heppel has 14.
Surprisingly,
Oh, Nick Nat
Yeah.
with his own. He threw it.
so McKenna and Tipperwood with the lowest ground time. Even below
Wow.
Who?
McKenna
Tipperwood
and
and
Tipper.
McKenna.
Below Nick now. Are they
Yeah.
nursing
For
injuries?
time on
or-
ground. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's interesting.
That's a bit telling, really.
Essendon with the
Two like
first inside
barometer
50.
guys,
He's
like-
without the ball, surely.
Okay, Hutchings on Sard.
Now.
Yeah,
I think it's been like that most of the game.
I think so, but Lingy felt the need to tell us again.
It's Ling. What do you expect?
He didn't yell it though, which I like.
He's the worst
I just
special
don't.
commentator.
I don't
in the
understand why Cameron Ling
in the
always has to
entire
yell at
industry.
me. Oh, there you go. Okay,
Who wins from here, you reckon?
West Coast.
West Coast.
I reckon Brisbane.
You multi-hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be. Oh my god.
And look on the defense. Yeah.
News coming through. Brett Ratton has been made the permanent coach of the St Kilda Football
That
Club.
was
Yeah.
that was softly announced throughout the week. Actually,
Was it?
Yeah.
I
It was-
totally
it was-
missed it.
it was leaked
I've
throughout
been
the week, yeah.
Crazy busy this week. But anyways, there you
Oh,
go.
yo.
Official.
Oh.
It's an odd thing to announce.
In the middle of a
yeah.
on a
a game.
Thursday night.
Yeah, in the middle of a game too.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. Maybe they're just like,
Look,
oh,
Rioli, best inside forward 50 kick.
Please kick this, Kennedy.
I know, yeah.
So, I mean, like,
It's just a soft kick.
this is why it's interesting about McKenna and Tipping Woody because, like, the Eagles feel like they're running downhill when they turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Like, they've got so many numbers. Maybe those two are guys that could stop that. Like, why are they spending so much time on the bench?
Oh.
That was a
Oh,
brilliant kick.
yeah.
That's going to be a review, is it? Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
What? Really?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
I was
We'll see it.
iffy
We'll
on
see
it.
it
I thought
anyway.
it was a review.
Maybe not because it's Channel
Okay,
7.
I'm out. I think when I'm not watching you guys, they perform well. Be back at the break.
Imagine what 5G will bring. Give your home a fresh look for a warehouse price.
2 ads. Jesus.
Wouldn't get the ad, like if it was Foxtel, wouldn't get the ads.
No, you're not wrong.
Which is surprisingly because KO is Foxtel anyway.
It is. But
Yeah.
KO also needs to
Abide by the AFL's broadcast rules, right? Which would... No, because
No, they don't.
because
It's
Foxtel.
Foxtel.
Yeah, Foxtel would have this.
It's also
yeah.
the 7. It's
Yeah.
the 7 broadcast though.
Yeah.
But even when it's Foxtel, they still don't have ads.
Yeah, but KO themselves might be pulling in revenue from the ads.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Considering that KO's cheaper than the sports pack at Foxtel anyway.
So, that's what I mean. And you get all of the Fox Footy shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Unless you want the other stuff on Foxtel, which is just not worth it.
No.
I did not see Fantasia there.
Diddy Doc a fan? I didn't know that. How have you seen Hearn this game? I don't think he's been as good as normal. Maybe because he's probably protecting his hamstring.
Better than against him. Better than the Hawthorn game, though.
Steady. He hasn't lost too many.
No, I'm not saying he's been bad.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, I just think steady. He hasn't really had the opportunity to do anything great, but when he has, he broke that play on the wing where he just moved through the two defenders and then through the two Essendon players. And found someone on the chest.
So what happened here? I'm not sure what happened there. Impact?
Yeah, maybe.
Who do you think has been best for Eagles so far?
That's a good question. I tend to think it's probably Kennedy. Wow.
Go on. Take on the biggest man on the ground, you idiot.
And no doubt the strongest as well.
Yeah. Well, he just decked one of the Bombers players. That's why they're all coming for him.
Yodas throws him.
There's a free.
He's not happy.
No.
He's pulled on his locks.
Yeah, there was a hair pull there.
He decked him.
Just as Merritt was letting it go, he hair pulled.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
Wow, that is dog though. That is so bad from Merritt. Particularly when you have a terrible game. You're having a terrible game and then you hair pull. That's bad.
You wouldn't think he gets anything for that,
such
right?
he hits hard, but he doesn't do like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Merritt got a fine out of that. Like, that's bad.
Do you see anything coming back on Nick Nat?
No,
definitely not.
No. Not after it's incited by the hair pull. Oh, God, that was just confusing. All right, he did it anyway. He got it, but...
Yeah, he didn't know what was
happening. That's a class finish, considering how confused he was. Yeah.
As I said, hi. Oh, yeah, because he's streaming NBA 2K20, isn't he? Oh, g'day. He won't be in here, but, you know. Thoughts on the ARC system? Hopefully it works, but okay. So the match review bunker.
Oh yeah, that's the new one.
Not match review. The
bunker.
goal review bunker. It's the ARC system. That's what they've called it.
Yeah, I think that's filthy.
I just love the fact that he straight up decked him though.
Oh, someone's throwing beers everywhere. I think that was absolutely filthy by Merritt. I'm not happy about that at all.
That's going from a free win, so fair.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it was intentional.
I reckon it was.
I think it was stop himself from falling over. Jeez.
That's two quick goals.
Wow. What a goal. Every time Saad gets the ball, it looks good.
Yeah. And that's where Hutchings will fall down.
Yeah.
Is when Saad is on the run. But
yeah, he's probably not, like, I can see why you would tag him, but he's probably not the player you want Hutchings to tag, given that it's all about run off half back.
I would be putting like Cripps on him.
Yeah. That would probably be a little better.
Yeah. Will Burgoyne go to the Suns?
From
what I hear, he's genuinely considering it.
Yeah. Then the talk is that he is really keen to reach 400 games, isn't he? And he needs like another season and a bit, and they're offering a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wants 400 games, I think.
The word is he's genuinely considering it.
Yeah. Whereas like Hawthorn are just offering the 1-year deal, aren't they? I think.
They have for the last like 7 seasons, though.
Which is fair enough. If I was Hawthorn, I wouldn't offer a 2-year deal with that.
That's right.
That's a good result.
Yeah. And he backed out of that because he thought it was going out before.
Apparently the hair ball gets, like, usually I think it was
it'll get looked at. It's dirty, man.
I'm not sure it was on. It was because what happened was Nat Nui ducked his head. The hand came over the top, and he was just trying to grab at something.
No, there was a second little action there though, and like Merritt sort of fronted up and like looked at him while he pulled the hair.
Good by Waterman.
I don't know. I feel like it was intentional.
I'd like to see it again. But
He's just frustrated.
Yeah.
I just think it was Merritt just trying to grab something as he's coming over the
I
top
thought
of
it
him.
started as that, and once he got a handful, he was like, "I'm going to shake him up and try and rattle him a bit or something."
Maybe, but you got to understand
Ended
as
very
well
badly
that
for him.
entire thing happened in under a second.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think that kind of thought process goes into
Maybe. Yeah.
into stuff like that.
Drop punch.
That's a good kick.
It's not a bad
Oh, I
kick,
thought
Chris.
it held up enough.
Smith's on 95. It's a good kick.
Yeah, it is.
Through the corridor.
Smith's on 95. Brilliant. Excellent. That's.
Ooh.
Oh, that was so dangerous.
There you go. Essendon by the last 7.
Yeah.
Goals. Yeah, right.
That's a good kick.
That's 25 points.
That kick came, it curled too
Yeah,
far.
it did. Yeah.
And that's a shocking kick by Hurley.
I don't know what Hurley's doing out there. That's a free.
Yeah, it's front on contact.
Yeah.
Who's Waterman? Number 2 for the Eagles. Yeah, it's 100% front on
Oh,
contact.
absolutely.
I mean, it's a professional free kick. You
Yeah.
hold the play up so
Yeah,
Shuey can't play on.
it's done what was intended
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Yo.
So what are the Aussies on then, Gamer? What's the overall score now?
Oh,
Shocking
no.
kick.
Oh, he took Yo on.
Which affected the
Yeah,
kick.
it wasn't.
You
He
don't-
had a handball outlet.
You don't
Yeah.
you don't take on
The best
effectively
ever.
the best tackler in the competition.
Yeah, and someone who's quick in themselves. You know, like, yeah.
5 for 233.
Oh, so we lost a wicket.
Yeah, Wade got out.
Ah, damn.
Jeremy Howe's cousin.
Really? Had no idea.
I
Is
heard,
this
on,
Waterman
I heard
again?
on 360.
Going on.
Oh, that's a great
Oh,
spoil.
Yeah.
Good spoil.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like Ryan probably should have helped out there, but he was trying to
Yeah.
be in the play
yeah.
forward. So I'm not. It just didn't quite work out.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Eagles need a
yeah.
goal here.
No, I'm still fine.
I just don't know how long Essendon can keep coming.
Push out.
They're going to get
look
one
at
here.
this. Yeah, look at this.
Oh. Okay, well that's not bad. Nah, they got.
Held up well.
Yeah, they were held up well.
Yeah.
Oh, they had Stringer. They should have used Stringer. That's not so bad.
These kicks are not.
They're going to make a
risky-
mistake
they're
soon.
risky
They're going to make a
kicks, so,
mistake
yeah.
soon.
Come on, BT, man.
Wow, that was a long one.
Oh,
That's a
There's
shocking
your mistake.
oh,
Yo's
he's
gonna
in
keep
the water
going.
in the
Here we
middle.
go. Here we go.
Didn't see him.
Didn't
really
need to.
need to.
Yo's just not going to miss that, man. He's as good on his. Oh,
Yeah,
look at that
this is
pocket of
bad.
space. That is
Waterman.
shocking by Essendon.
Yeah, Waterman just kept running. He was unchecked the whole time.
Time to send Hooker forward. I tell you what, if you
Maybe
send
he's not doing anything in the back.
If you send Hooker forward, Kennedy gets off more.
Yeah, you run that
He's
risk,
kicked
but he's
5.
already off.
He's
He's
kicked
already
5.
Yeah,
Is he?
Oh, did you say 5?
4, I think.
4.
He
Yeah,
might have
4.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, overcorrected.
But I don't know. If he's only kicked 4, how much more off can he
he'll
get?
get
He's
there.
already
He'll get there
killing
next time.
Hooker anyway. Maybe it's something you try and swing someone back. I don't know. I really don't know. Sard's got to get involved again. This is the problem.
Look at
See,
Cripps.
Cripps,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
You've got to
exactly.
put Cripps on him.
Oh, Nick now. It's alright.
Damn it, Mitch Brown.
That's what you can rely Nick Nat to do, though, is bring it to ground.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Yeah, see,
That's
Essendon were
not-
set up for
yeah.
a mark there. They were not set up for a spoil. It's worked out.
Yeah,
But it
it's
was the wrong- it
dangerous
was- it
when
was the
West
wrong
Coast have
play.
so many good small
Oh,
forwards.
Yo's quick.
Yeah. And
Just
see,
effective kick.
that's what he does. Why
Timber
would you
was kind
take
of
him
open
on?
the whole time anyway.
Yeah, you kidding me? Yeah.
It's just
And they're open, and he's just on the counter right now.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh, I thought they would
That's
cut that off.
that
she
is-
was not playing both ways.
No,
Look at Redden here. Like,
Take a
he's
thing.
totally unchecked.
why?
Take it. Surely, Gaff.
No, he's
You hit
past-
He's
someone.
got someone.
Oh.
Bang! Yeah. You knew it was. Oh, and tell me Nick Nat's gonna kick the goal. Oh,
Masterman.
Must and might.
he didn't.
Oh,
No,
he doesn't.
No, he's not a
Weird wobbler.
He's really. He only ever actually kicks goals by accident.
Yeah, the one.
That's like an NFL hit, man. That's a
Yeah.
total NFL
You could
hit.
see it coming
Yeah.
for like 5 seconds.
I can turn over here.
Jeez, man, it's Redmond. I wouldn't put it past it. Hey, he's so bad tonight.
Mind you, he's not the only one on the bomb
Oh,
side.
no. Like, a lot of them have turned the ball over.
Parrish
at
has kept his head up.
times.
He's done pretty well.
He's come back in.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at
Jetta.
the pickup.
Too much space. What is
Come on,
that?
tackle
Good
me.
leg.
Come on, try and tackle me.
Where are the Essendon dudes?
Probably the
Like, where-
person I don't want to kick into
Look
the
at,
kick.
look at where Shield's standing. That kick's not
Probably
dangerous.
the person I don't want
just
kicking
go
into the-
back.
No, but you know, like it's just a pop-up kick. Oh, jeez, he almost created.
Oh,
Oh,
Hickey,
that was
the
really
ruckman,
good.
the ruckman. She'd shanked it. Yeah, he took more
That's
on
all
than
right.
he needed to. Yeah, she took on more than he needed to there. Where's he going? Against Marston? Yeah, he should have that, McKernan.
That was a bit of
And
ball,
Marston's
no,
just
they
made
were
it
holding it
well.
too, yeah. They got the numbers everywhere, West Coast. Langford's too slow.
Oh.
No, it bounced. That's fine.
fair.
No, that's fine. As long as it didn't go
I was-
out in the full,
I
yeah.
was throwing on the full.
Yeah. But he had no time. He had
But
he had
Maston-
no one to give the ball to or anything. That was his own
That
option.
was brilliant by Maston to send though.
Oh yeah, he completely negated McKernan, who is one of the best contested marks in the game. That's what we'll talk. BT, you're too slow, man. It happens every watch party.
Yeah, all the time.
Gaff is on the wrong foot.
That's a good
That's a
shepherd.
good shepherd to get him on the right foot.
Oh!
That's a good
Great
grab.
I'm not sure
What
he
a
held that,
grab! What a bit of, I thought he went way too early.
but he just sat. He just stayed.
Oh, he got
his
on
ankle.
Waterman's arm. What's the?
His left
He
ankle.
hooked on his arm there, and it just propped him up.
Oh,
Schofield.
Ah!
oh,
Gentlemen, what are you doing? You crazy?
oh, hit him
Running
up.
back out there.
Oh, who's at the back there?
Not
Hickey.
quite for Hickey. If that was Kennedy,
Oh,
what a great tackle!
Oh,
That was going to be the whole time.
that
That
is
is
brilliant.
a brilliant play by Hickey.
It's really frustrating from Langford. Like, you should have known the pressure was right there. He was just too slow. Just fire a handball out or just get a hand to it and keep the ball moving forward.
It's 76-50. Hurley is a nothing kick.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a nothing kick by Hurley.
oh, he's hit him up.
Wow.
And
Oh,
look,
and
look at
then
the
it's
space. Yeah, look at the space.
And then to Darling.
No. No,
Takes
no.
it.
No, Cripps is...
Oh, he'll kick it.
Yeah, he's a good shot from pretty much anywhere, so I'd
There's
back him.
There's just so many players from Essendon that just have done nothing. Like, I don't think
But
Stringer's
that-
made an impact in
That
the
Hurley
game.
kick, right? Hurley was by himself by a good
Oh,
10 metres.
yeah.
Right? And he just picks it up, doesn't look, bang.
Yeah.
Just gets it out.
He's been
Right.
really bad.
That's a 1990s style of play from a
Yeah.
defender. It is shocking.
That's you Rezzy's type of just kick and hope.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got that.
Yeah. Oh, I think... Did Bellchambers touch that?
No, I'm pretty... Yeah, that was
Not
definitely...
even a
over the line.
shit.
What did I tell you?
The goal
he's
umpires...
positive. Kick
He's
it.
good there. He is a good shot. For
The goal
Georgia.
umpires are like just absolute in the fact they're not
Yeah.
reviewing anything
Yeah.
tonight, though.
That
hey?
was definitely over the line.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the only way to return to our glory days. I wish that we went back to the kick of Vic roots.
What?
I'm not sure.
I think he's talking about the Hurley kick, returning to the glory days. Rackhammer? I don't know.
Smith what? Oh, Smith on 98. 99.
Excellent.
Here we
The man's a walking sentry.
go. Oh,
Like, he's a sentry on demand.
yeah. They missed him so much in that suspension.
Oh, absolutely.
Mind you, it was his own fault.
Yeah.
West Coast leading possession getters have 20.
Oh, wow.
Shuey's got 20, and he's their leading disposal.
That is a hospital kick if you've ever seen one. That almost... if that was
Oh my
if that was
God.
at Marvel,
Oh,
that would
no,
hit the
Redmond.
roof.
Oh, yeah. We'll see the goal on the weekend from the EJ game. It went over the roof.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't...
I think it was Richo, was it?
That's a really hard mark.
Oh!
I
was
love it
a-
so much.
That was amazing. I was at the Perth Wildcats pre-season game
Yeah.
in Mandurah last night,
Oh,
and
I
someone
love
threw
that.
up like
That
a
is
half-court
great
heave and hit a light
sportsmanship.
in the roof, and it looked like it was going to go in.
But they have a presenting at Mandurah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was Perth and Adelaide.
I knew that.
And it was cool because they played all the A graders. Like
Yeah,
Cotton
so,
was
Cotton nearly got injured, didn't
nearly,
Yeah.
but he still put up 23 points.
he? Yeah.
Uh,
See, he's doing his Australian citizenship.
He's just got a century.
yeah, how cool would it be to have him on the Boomers?
Yeah.
Amazing.
He's clocked up his
Oh, he's
century.
got a century,
Hey.
okay. What a McGrath.
Yeah. He's
Why
hands
not?
down
Why
their
not
best
just
player.
go with this? McKernan
I'd
tape
trust
it
to go
off
for an
way
E-Day
too
with that.
far. What was McKernan doing? You
Oh.
offered no help there.
Yes, man.
And they're going to be away. Yeah, McKernan, that was terrible.
Waterman. Oh, this is going to get just destroyed then.
No. That's so much.
Who's
space.
playing in the basketball gamer?
Yeah, it's not Australia tonight, is it?
I thought it was America. Oh, no, America played against
Turkey.
Turkey, yeah.
Did you see that
Yeah,
result?
lost.
Turkey missed like 4 free throws with like a minute left
Yeah.
and lost by 1 point.
So I can't believe Brazil beat Greece.
Yeah. Yeah,
Didn't see that
great.
coming.
Like Giannis is not doing anything. He's
No.
averaging like 11 points.
Yeah.
I think Serbia is the team to beat though. Outside of the US.
Yeah. I don't think US will win it though.
Yeah, their team is so weak, hey.
Yeah.
Like, but still good on a global scale.
If it was Olympics, the team would be strong.
Oh yeah, they love the Olympics. They
Yeah.
don't care about the World Cup.
No.
Shuey's played a brilliant. Like
That is
that's the thing. Like
That's dropping the ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's 3 good tackles in a row by West Coast.
this is why I liked Shuey as the best on ground pick.
He goes
you know you
Yo.
get 4
He
quarters.
goes Yo from outside 50.
Stop it. No. But like yeah, with Shuey, you get 4 quality quarters. Like you don't. There's no like fade in, fade out, or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's like he might heat up in a quarter, but he never fades out.
Yeah.
Like it's just quality 4 quarters. Whereas like even with Yo, like yeah, Yo's spectacular, but sometimes
fades
you
in
might
and out.
get
It's
2.5 great quarters or 3
Yeah.
great quarters.
He's
Wow.
been like that for a good 5 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. Shuey is just 4 quarters of just consistent disposals in the contest.
That's
Gonna work out.
Ooh,
yeah.
It
That's,
took the mark.
good grab.
It's a risky kick.
That was a very good hold up
Totally.
by Kennedy as well.
Yeah, it is. They need to find a way to get in the middle here, but it's just totally
Their-
shut
no,
down.
their run's gone.
Yeah.
They've lost their run.
I haven't seen Saab get the footy for
Oh,
some
it's Australia. Where's Lithuania?
Oh, really? And it's a
That's
game
a
they need
good
to
kick.
win.
They're on here.
Oh, we're up.
They're on here.
Okay, all right. And they've got that in the hands of the guy who's been good with it.
It's not a great kick.
Stringer was dumb. Like, no, it wasn't a good kick, but Stringer was stupid.
He waited for the ball.
There's no stats though.
No stats?
No stats.
Damn it. Oh, at least we're ahead. The Eagles have done enough to just completely take Essendon out of it.
Yeah, they're just controlling the
Yeah.
ball a little bit here, taking
I
the
just
sting
love-
out of the Bombers' run.
Jeddah's leg.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's just
It's gotten much more consistent too.
yeah.
Like, he would always do those kicks, or try to, but they wouldn't necessarily come off.
Did he re-sign for next year?
Jeddah?
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah. I think he did quite a quiet restart. They didn't do like a big thing about it.
This will be a mark. Not quite.
Oh. Didn't get the bounce. Oh my god, why not just have a shot? Like, why wait around in that little step? That is so dumb.
Yeah.
Just put Boots a ball.
He went to give him the shimmy, but there was a player that was following the West Coast player to counter the shimmy.
Yeah.
The old shake and bake.
Hearn's definitely moving better this week.
Well, he's had the week off.
Yeah. Oh, take the mark,
Yo,
Hooker.
look at that. Oh.
God, that's
Kennedy
terrible
misread that
from
off the
Hooker.
boot.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a great kick, but Kennedy just misread it in the flight. Oh, and there's a.
They have no skill.
It just doesn't get better.
They're so lucky they've got Andy McGrath right now. And
That's a great grab.
how do you
She
take
was meant to
that
be
and
a
drop
for-
the one before?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Should have been Ferrari, like top class player, but
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah, he's not showing. Like,
I've never really rated him in the elite.
No.
Yeah.
but like all the journalists, all the big journalists do though.
Yeah, like as if he's like some be all and end all. He was
No,
he was like the fourth best midfielder at GWS when he was
he
there.
needs support around him
Yeah.
to be better.
Yeah, look, if with the side he was in at GWS, if I could tag Ward, Canelio, him, or like Toby Green or someone like that, I think I'd tag them
Calignia?
before I tagged him. Sorry?
Canelio.
Canelio, yeah.
Well, Tim Taranto stepped in pretty well.
Yeah, he's
Very
filled
well.
it perfectly. He's puts on more pressure, his skills
Yeah.
better.
That's fine.
Mitch Brown.
Oh, Mitch Brown's done. Essendon might win.
Julie does really
They
well.
haven't lost anything.
He really warms that bench pretty well.
Yeah, Essendon's going to win now. They're going to come back. Mitch Brown's on the bench. Everything's in order.
If they do.
I tell you what, I think McKernan's only touched the ball once.
He's been bad. But that's what I said before. Essendon's just got too many guys that have done nothing. It's not that they've had negative impact. They've just
Redden.
done nothing.
That was a great. Just
Lay the tackle. Yeah, Redden too strong.
oh, here we go.
Cripps.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not.
dropping short. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Waterman's just made him look absolutely stupid.
I don't know, I think Hurley made himself look stupid. What was that?
That's a third-year player, just completely outsmarting a
Yeah.
veteran.
I'm very, very surprised he didn't come out to Kennedy.
Yeah.
Like that would have been that was the wrong play. It worked out,
It worked
but it was
out.
the wrong play.
Worked out because Michael Hurley doesn't know what he's doing. What was that? He just got caught in between. Oh, I'm going to kind of go for the ball, but then I'm not going to go for the ball.
I tell you what, Hurley was rated as a really, really good defender, but only when he has support around him. So he was really good when he had Carlisle as support. It was really good when Hooker's probably not as great a defender anymore.
Did Hibbert used to play defence for them a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a lot better. Like,
Does Carlisle leave Saints?
I don't think
maybe.
he can.
I
I don't
don't
think
know.
anyone picks him up.
Like,
No.
I think
wouldn't pick him up.
Yeah, I think the Saints don't want him to because they literally have no one else who's a key back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the debate used to be who's better out of Rance and Hurley? What a stupid debate. It's clearly Hurley.
Clearly. No, it was bloody Zach Dawson.
Yeah.
Don't mock the god.
Oh, I missed the
Shit.
who was it that the nude pictures leaked and he got sacked?
Bootsma.
Yeah.
Josh Bootsma. Oh,
Bootsma.
man. He was playing footy for Pil Thunder for a little
Yeah,
while. And now
he's down in Harvey, isn't he?
Nah, he was at Katanning.
Oh, he
for a
got the
while.
first. He was in their first premiership start, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Bruceman.
Yeah. I think he played in both those back-to-back
Yeah.
Pil Thunder premierships. Old Bootsma. Yeah, he was sending them to, like, very questionably underage girls.
Yeah. It was a bad
What a fly!
It was a bad 2 years for that though.
Yeah, it
In the
was.
AFL, yeah.
I mean, particularly with
Kilda?
St Kilda doing what they were
Yeah.
doing. Not great.
I taught about that in prac at school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Bad.
Oh, that was bad.
It was clever by Yo. He knew he was going to get tackled before he hit the ground.
I was talking about the same.
Yes,
sending up photos. Seeing as this game's cooked, we may as well bring up St Kilda's failures.
Oh, banging. I still want to talk about the game. There's still quarters done.
Oh, surely just take a pin.
Yeah, have a crack.
32-year-old hamstrings. Do they get there?
Yeah, sure. It's a good moment for it. Oh. Okay.
Maybe someone just
Channel
gets in
7.
front of the camera. Nope, the 32-year-old hamstrings
Did
don't
not
get
make
there.
it.
No, they did not.
What's he kicked? Is it 4?
It'd have to be.
I think it's 4.
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
It has to be his best game against Essendon then.
I'm not sure if best, but all I know is that he averages about 2 goals a game.
He's got 4 goals, 1.
Yeah.
Cripps has 3 goals, 2. Waterman's got 2.
What's Darling got? He's my best on ground.
I think
pick.
Darling's got 1.
Yeah, no,
he's
he's
got
not-
didn't have it. He's
one
not
goal,
best on
7
ground.
touches. My
Didn't he
best
have
on
to
ground
kick 2
pick.
goals, though?
Yeah.
Darling? He had to kick 2 goals, yeah?
For what?
For your... Oh, no, you...
That was against Hawthorn.
Yeah.
That was against Richmond.
So who was your best on ground pick?
Yo.
Yo, who has 16 touches. However, my best on ground pick, not doing
Shuey.
too bad. Shuey, 26 touches,
How
4
many-
tackles.
How many tackles did Yo got, though?
Yo has... Oh, damn, where is he? I've lost him now. 3 tackles, so Shuey's laid more.
Jeez.
There you go.
Shuey's
Shuey's got 98 fantasy points. I think he leads everyone.
We are going to be through to a semi, yes.
Yeah, I think Shuey or Cripps
I can't
might
even
be your
watch
best on ground.
Yeah, no, I need to cannot.
Yeah.
And then for Essendon, you've got Dyson Heppel with 20. So yeah, Shuey's killing it.
I probably could. Nah, probably can't. Damn.
It's just a semi-final. When's it going to be?
I'm out middle of the bush.
Well, it's either
I
Friday or
can't.
Saturday night.
There's no Thursday night game next week, is there?
No.
There's no. The only games that are left are Thursday, Friday night. It's Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay, bummer.
Until the Saturday day grand
Yeah.
final. So, which we will be doing a watch party on, but I'm not sure what I want to do, like for every West Coast game, because I don't know whether I just don't want to know anything
Yeah.
and then just watch the game afterwards,
Yeah.
or whether I just look at the score throughout the. Do you
Problem
know
is,
what I mean?
though, I'm going to miss 2 weeks worth of games. If they win the semi and then they get the prelim, I missed both games come on camp.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Well, both games live. You can watch them live.
Yeah, but I'm getting to get home back to reception and I'm going to find out pretty quickly if West Coast made it to the grand final or not.
Yeah, that sucks, man. So there's no Sunday game
No.
this week or anything.
No,
Excellent.
there's
All
two-
right, cool.
two-
I was worried that local footy would make me
2 Saturday
miss
games.
AFL. Excellent. It won't.
What time's game on Sunday?
Pinjarra and Mandurah. You're talking about local footy.
Yeah.
Pinjarra and Mandurah are on at 2:30 in Pinjarra.
Nah, too far drive.
But I'm going to Rockingham to watch Rocco and Baldivis same
That'll
time,
be alright.
2:30 on Sunday. Yeah, it should be good.
Pinjarra's too far to drive, but Rockingham's not.
I'm at the game. I'm not driving to Rockingham.
Yeah, no, it should be good. I have a feeling that
What's
Poor
going to
Mustangs may not get up though. Pinjarra's a pretty good side.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in the last quarter?
I think West Coast are going to stretch their margin to roughly about anywhere between 45 and 50 points. Like Essendon won't let them score like a flurry of goals.
What are they up at the
but
moment? 36.
Yeah.
I think they'll add about 2 goals to their lead because I don't think they'll be blazing yet. I think Essendon will do enough to just minimalise the damage, but I don't think Essendon's going to claw back any points.
Yeah, right.
So that's what I'm going to predict about anywhere
What do you
between
reckon?
45 and 50.
I reckon Essendon die in the arse.
Yeah, I think they fall away here.
Okay.
I think their spirit will be broken here.
I don't think the Eagles are going to rampage to the finish line, though. I think if they know they've won, they may... Like, I mean,
No,
and they've
but
done it all
that's-
year. They
that's-
kind of take their foot off
that's
the
been
gas.
their attitude all
you know?
year, but I
This is do or
I have a
Maybe that
sense-
changes
do or
in
die.
finals. Maybe
Yeah.
that changes. With
have a
this
sense that their
situation.
attitude towards these games now
Maybe.
have changed.
Maybe.
If West Coast actually run on to the end of the game, I feel a bit more confident going into the next game. But if
Yeah.
they ease off, I don't feel confident next week.
Yeah, and that does play with you in finals. I remember watching Freo finals when they were making it, and they would tape it off. Like, I remember they tape it off in their prelim against Sydney, and I remember just being like, this is not good. Like, and then they went in the grand final and they just weren't ready. So, yeah, it can happen. I don't know why I brought that up.
Memories.
Oh, God. Gotta have something.
That was the only ever barrack for Freo with the grand final.
To be fair, Freo were in that game. They just couldn't kick straight.
Totally in that game.
They should have. They were actually the better side on the
It
day.
wasn't even their straight kick. Like, I've never gone back and rewatched it, and I probably never will. But I distinctly remember getting absolutely infuriated when Daniel Pearce dropped a chest mark. We were within 5 points. Walters had just brought them within 5 points, and Daniel Pearce dropped a chest mark that would have seen him like run into probably an open goal because the person chasing him was like David Hale or something. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Redden. He is a player
For finals.
that loves to play finals, apparently.
Probably why he left Brisbane when he did.
Yeah.
Well,
you could say that. Of course, Brisbane are in the finals
which
now,
was even
but-
stranger because Redden's not a WA boy.
No, he's from Adelaide.
Yeah.
So it's,
What was the allure
like,
for him
when-
coming
he
to
wanted to
West
play
Coast?
Yeah, when
right,
have you
okay.
ever heard of
He
a
made a good
player
choice.
coming to West Australia who's not a WA person?
Yeah.
Like, no player.
It
just
doesn't
comes
happen
and
very
comes over
often,
here.
particularly like in nowadays when the go home factor is so strong that WA clubs actually don't even target outside WA players. They just target homegrown players.
If they do target Eastern States, it's always like the country.
Yeah, and it's always happening because it's like part of a trade that might have just like popped up or something. It's no one they just signified and went, we can get this guy to come back home or something. Obviously, yeah, weird.
Yeah, no, it was desperate to play finals.
Yeah. Oh my god. See again.
Could you
another good
imagine
thing
Redden
followed
on
up
the
by that.
Brisbane side this year, though?
That'd be handy. Very handy.
Handy
We were trying to talk about, we were talking about who Brisbane might try to add
next year.
next year.
Yeah.
And I don't, there's no position they really need to fill, but like maybe another good midfielder might just top them up. Who knows?
No, I think the development in their midfield, in their young midfield,
Yeah,
probably
look,
offsets that.
I think it's fine. I don't think they need to, but maybe they just will just to,
They got the money there.
yeah, spend the money and do it while you're loaded.
Oh,
Sure, no problem.
yeah, no problem. I think.
Throw that up.
I mean, I don't think I have a go home factor.
West Coast up by 11 at halftime. Oh, no, West Coast, Australia.
Okay, cool. That's not bad.
Oh,
Lithuania is
Hurley,
usually
man.
a pretty good team.
Hurley. He has had a shocking month.
Terrible.
Well, if he put his hand up and he's not right, then he's just cost his team a final win.
Yeah.
Like he not
Yeah,
him specifically.
Yeah, but it's
but
not the
he's
right.
a part of
But
the
there's
reason.
also
reason.
5 players don't have match fitness, so they'll put their hands up.
Yeah.
Well, over the last month, I reckon they've made 6 changes every week.
Every
this
week.
team
Yeah,
is the
they've just
most
been juggling
unsettled
it.
team.
Yeah.
I'd stay in Canada and still do. Yeah. I thought that was going to bounce over.
There's just so
That's
many
a good pick-up.
Eagles numbers.
The space he had.
Yeah, I know. There's no one around him.
He hasn't really tagged all that much this year, has he? Hutchings?
He's had soft tags.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, right, Joel. That's all right. Be nice and warm over there too, eh? Tell you what, it was bloody cold this morning.
Yeah.
I walked Zach to school this morning. It was 10 degrees,
Jesus.
right? And like it's fine. As you're walking, your body is warm, right?
Yeah.
But I was wearing just shorts and just a shirt, so my hands are
Oh, man.
frozen. Man.
Yeah.
Good by Nelson.
Make sure he's not going to take a backward step.
No.
Yeah.
Like, morning thing when I was out in Cal, like 6 degrees like every morning. That was a good morning.
Yeah.
It'd be warm for an hour or two, and then in the afternoon it'll just get cold again.
That's risky.
That's a really stupid kick.
I don't know why you would bother. Why would you
That is
bother?
a really, really stupid kick.
Like
That kick never pays off.
Yeah. I don't know why you would
Because
bother.
even if Kennedy doesn't mark it, he brings it to ground.
yeah, goal is there. So
He didn't connect with it properly either.
Yeah, and he went off of his
So
non-preferred.
dumb. That's going to swing too far.
okay, so no Eagles other than Quinton Lynch has kicked 5 goals in a final since 2000.
Imagine Quinton
Really?
Lynch being your top goal scorer in a final.
The cue stick, man. That guy was handy.
I loved him so much.
Two went to Collingwood.
Yeah.
Nah, he was still good at Collingwood. And he didn't choose to go there.
No, you went because we had Kenny and Darling, didn't we?
Yeah, I think West Coast was like, we're just going to move on without
Oh, wow. He just made him look... Tipper's gone. He's cooked.
Needs more bench time.
I think the entire Essendon team right now is cooked. They can't get
West
the
Coast
footy.
just looked.
They just can't get the footy at all.
I'm not sure what kind of kick that is, Barras, but...
It's going to work out
Darling
because
almost
Hurley
made it
just got
work.
screwed.
Side's the only one still running properly.
Yeah. It's actually, like, if you're an Essendon fan, this is a super disappointing performance, given that everyone's got a bye week to refresh.
Yeah.
And you're right, the running has been a problem. Like, no one has actually given an effort in the run.
McGrath.
McGrath,
I will say
McGrath and
McGrath
Sard.
has as well.
But
And
outside of
I
that,
do think that Heppel has been trying.
Yeah.
He's just not polished.
I just think there's too many times
But out
that
of
the Eagles
those
are just,
three-
like, they're super free all the time.
West Coast is
Like, look-
like well drilled though.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what's interesting? West Coast has never beaten Essendon in a final.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't say that. This was 16 minutes to go.
So,
Essendon might get on a roll.
so either way, there was going to be a drought broken. Like, Essendon was either going to win a final or West Coast was going to win one against Essendon.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
That's great. Oh, I didn't think he got that away then.
I don't know what you're
Sure
trying to
what
achieve.
he's doing there.
He's trying to get Schofield into the game.
Yeah.
I think Essendon are really dumb. A lot of things they've done tonight, I've just looked at and gone, what are you actually trying to achieve with what you've just done? Like, have you thought things through at all?
Like Ryan said though, they don't know how to play forward.
No, they
No,
don't. They
yeah.
straight up don't.
They got nothing.
It's because they don't have Danaher knows how to play forward. He's that lead up target.
Yeah.
No one else in this team knows how to lead up to the ball.
Yeah.
Hooker's trying.
That was dropping the ball. Yeah.
You weren't tripped.
Yeah. No.
He's saying that he grabbed his leg, but you literally swung
Yeah.
that leg out
Into the
to
leg
kick,
of another
to try
man.
and
Yeah.
kick the ball there. Like,
Hooker's WA, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think he is. I think Freo had a crack at him not long ago.
Oh,
Well, that might have been Hibbert.
not long ago. It was.
Oh,
Not
not long ago. It was a while
It was a
ago.
while
I mean
ago.
that 10 years ago.
But it was
they
Hooker.
couldn't
It wasn't.
forward.
It wasn't.
I'm pretty
Hibbert?
sure it was him.
Yeah.
Hooker. Yeah.
Oh, what
And
a leg!
Yeah. Schofield. Wow! Look at that.
See, this is what I mean.
4 on 1 in
No
the
one's
forward
prepared
50.
to run at all.
Oh.
Crips, man.
There's just
Maybe
no
you're
one-
right about the score, but West Coast is definitely dominating. Just kicking
Yeah,
points.
yeah, they're doing all they can to get it.
I hate BT's.
He's a good radio commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the TV,
Just the way he changes his voice too much.
I just hate it. To be fair though, Seven's AFL commentary team
Good poor.
Yeah, he's subpar.
is
Like,
the worst.
yeah, it's
ever.
bad. I think they rate the personality they have in there rather than the actual caller.
But like you go on social media and stuff like that, everyone hates it. That's
Do you know
How
what
the
really?
hell did
that
that
is a
happen?
very good outcome. Merritt, you have a player on the outside.
Yeah, that's so
That is-
bad.
Do you know what I really actually like? Is it Papley
Yeah,
from Fox?
that's good. That's good.
So
Is
who?
it Tom Papley at Fox?
Tom Papley plays for the
No,
Swans.
no,
Yeah.
that's not the player. The commentator.
Is there a Tom Papley that's
No,
commentating as well?
there
I
is
didn't know that.
someone that is like Pat. I'm not sure if it is actually Papley.
Papalia.
Papley,
I think it's Tim Papalia.
Yeah,
is
okay,
who
yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah.
All right, boys, I'm heading off. When's the Discord so I can let you know my granny result? Well, there's a Discord link about 10 chat lines above you, Riley, and it's always open, dude. So if you just scroll up on the chat line a little bit, there's a link in the chat right now.
Tell you what, Eagles knock-ons in this game.
Yeah, they've been very aware
Yeah.
where players are and stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nope.
Oh, wow. He just turns him inside out. Oh, Waterman. I love
What's
this.
Heppel done?
I love it. He's tried. He hasn't been great,
I want
but he
Shepherd to
has
get a
tried.
goal. Let's get Shepherd a
I want
goal.
Shuey to get a goal. Cement that best on ground. Where is the man?
Yes, yo.
Everyone leaving that
That's going to be an... Oh, Waterman, you messed that up.
Did he?
Yeah, Waterman had...
Sheed.
Goal.
Just so casual.
Yeah.
Hit the
He
post.
hit the post.
Excellent.
Too casual.
Too casual, yeah. Waterman had the sit, and he went too early.
Oh, I think he cut off Darling. I was like,
No. Waterman had the sit to be able to mark it, and he just
I mean,
he
mistimed it.
got a bit excited.
They're saying West Coast need one more goal to
Well, it's done. It's
cement
over.
the win.
It's been done for like a half of.
It's been done since about quarter time, I think. Like even
There we
we
go.
Play
Shade.
on, done.
There you go. Yeah, no, it's been done. Like, even when Essendon had that run, I didn't think that. Anyway, the closest they got was like 4 goals.
Was 25 points.
Yeah.
Which was
It was never in doubt that West Coast was going to win.
Wait. Oh, yeah, in doubt. I was like,
Like the only patch of footy that Essendon have been close was the opening 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and they got 2 lucky goals. Like that was it.
Yeah.
They got 2 goals where they probably shouldn't have got goals.
they're running around the New Balance boots.
Jeez.
And that's exactly what we're talking about.
Sprint effort.
Wow.
It's exactly what we're talking about with Essendon not being prepared to run. That tells the
19
whole
sprint
story.
efforts.
Yeah, but the top 5 players on West Coast
All better than
All
that.
West Coast, yeah.
have beaten the top. Yeah, that's yeah.
Just Essendon not prepared to run at all.
No.
They didn't rock up prepared to play a
Oh.
final.
Oh, and it worked out. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Come on. Come at me, Sad. He's got it.
Shanked it.
Yeah, so did
Okay.
I.
They've officially, what?
It's over 50 points now. 51.
Yeah, they've just exceeded my margin with 13 minutes left. I really need
So
Essendon to
they're
level the
doing
contest.
what I
Although-
hoped they would do, and they've put the gas down.
Yeah.
McAvaney's not sold though. Essendon can still win.
Until the final siren sound.
Instead of double their score for the entire game in a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
McAvaney. It's like the Richmond game we watched when we said someone played poorly. Sheed had a shocking game.
Yeah.
Yet the West Riders said he was best on ground.
Which was weird for me because
They love Dom Sheed.
he
though.
had one good kick in the
Yeah.
game, and that was it.
Yeah.
Literally everything he touched, whether it was a tap on,
Yeah,
a
right.
little soccer, it ended up as a turnover and a goal.
It's amazing the interpretation that
I
comes
know,
with that.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, it is
There we
classic.
go, Shuey. Great.
oh.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Michael
That
Hurley-
is such a bad tap on. Why would you tap it back towards the goals?
Michael Hurley just let like 4 people run past
It
him
is
without
a
checking any of them.
shocking decision.
Hot take, Michael Hurley is the new Mitch Brown. That's what I'm calling it. Essendon now have 2 of them.
Wow, there's a train. What the?
I don't know what's going on here.
What the is that? It's a red train.
Orlando Bloom.
Is it Hogwarts?
Caradel Lane. Carnival Row. Not keen.
Nope, doesn't thrill me at all.
No?
Oh, it was almost iconic that
Yeah.
tap out to himself, run on.
He still didn't have to get the little flick up to
Yeah.
Shuey though. Like,
Look at this.
That's just.
That's an idiot. That is a stupid thing to do.
Even like if you watch Heppel in that, it's just backed off.
Oh, Natanui's getting on top really big here.
Great kick inside 50.
I mean, it's not bad. It's to space, which is better than dumping on top of your forward's head. Well, they are the best. Like
Combo,
I said, the best ruck midfield combo when Nick Nat's in the team.
In terms of chemistry, like they have so much chemistry. Like I would say that obviously I would think
Well, they've got
That's a
half the
great
same, yeah.
grab.
if you go base talent, like Grundy
yeah.
and the Collingwood midfielders might have them covered, but in chemistry,
I
like
reckon
in-
West Coast is
like
better.
I think I just mean those players specifically.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to isolate players, I would take Grundy and maybe like Treloar as maybe more talented than Nick Nat and Shuey. But in chemistry wise,
I wouldn't.
maybe not Treloar over Shuey, but I'm taking Grundy in talent over Nick Nat.
I
I
don't agree
think
with
Grundy
that
is
either.
head and shoulders the best ruckman in the competition.
I think people forget how good Nick Nat is because he can't.
So, I
He's
don't know,
not.
man,
He's not on the park for a
I
whole
think
year.
even the best that I've seen of Nick Nat, I don't think it's as good as what Grundy does to a game in his own right.
To each their own. To each.
Yeah.
To each.
We're
their
going to
own.
have to agree to disagree.
I'm going to say for
Right.
West Coast system, Nat-Nui over Grundy.
I just think on a chemistry
look, don't
basis
get me
and the
wrong,
way the side
it's
moves.
basically like because Grundy, like the closest comparison is in terms of great ruckman.
Dean Cox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you want Dean Cox or Nat-Nui? So I can understand
Yeah.
why people would side with Grundy over Nick Nat.
Yeah. I just think if you were boiling it down to base talent and who is the more talented player, I think it's Grundy. I think if you were to tell me which of those two is more likely to win a Brownlow medal, I'm going with Grundy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of just
Impact.
pure talent, I think
Impact,
Nat-Nui,
I still think Grundy has.
I think
him.
Nat-Nui has more
I
talent.
think if you took Grundy out of Collingwood, I don't think they're
Maybe.
very good at all.
I think the thing
Well, I
is
think they're still good.
we've
I
seen
think
West
they're still
Coast
good.
difference with and without Nat-Nui though.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we, as West Coast supporters, we're like, okay, we love Nat-Nui because clearances and stuff.
Yeah, but even without him, you want a flag. So you
Yeah,
can't
no,
like, you
yeah.
take him out
I'm
of your
not saying
side
we're
and
bad.
you're still good.
But
Which again, I think speaks to the chemistry of the whole side
Yeah.
working together as a unit, rather than
even Hickey this
relying
year, though,
on.
he's just come in and he's just
I
done
think
his
that's
role.
that's the positive for West Coast in this argument would be that they don't rely on one player's talent.
Yeah.
Whereas like Collingwood, they need Grundy
yes,
to be
Docker
as
fan.
talented
I've
as they
been
are.
sitting here watching the game all night. How would I miss that?
Not bad.
They've got nothing up
I'll
forward.
definitely take Grundy over Gorn though.
100%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's not a knock on Gorn.
No,
I think
Gorn's
Gorn's really good
brilliant.
ruckman, but
But
He's been down this
Grundy's
year though.
superb. Yeah, he was down at the start of this year. I thought he came good at the second half of it, and then maybe tapered away late.
Yeah, it was good for a small stretch, but
Yeah,
who's that?
Gorn.
Gorn.
No, I think Gorn's had a solid year all year.
I
Even the
thought
start of
he
the year.
started
Compared
slow.
to his standards,
I think like his first 3 to 4 rounds were slow, and then after that he just picked up the pace. Oh wow!
Grundy was all Australian, yeah.
Yes,
and Gorn.
so was
And
Gorn.
Gorn.
Gorn was on
Yeah.
the bench.
So I don't think Nick Nat will ever get all Australian again.
Who have you guys got best
Nah, I
on
don't think
ground?
so. Not with Grundy and Gorn in the state
No.
that they're in.
Who's best on ground?
Shuey.
Oh, shall we?
Probably sure, yeah.
Yeah, called it.
Yeah, I think Nelson, his head hit the ground when he was
What a
tackled.
kick. Oh,
Oh,
That's
what
a
a spoil.
great. That is a great effort.
Because that was a
Oh,
pinpoint kick.
Like
that
that's
kick couldn't have been
that's
better.
Brian
from
Lake in the 2015
Yeah.
Grand Final.
Yeah.
Game is dead in the water, and he comes in and smothers the ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's that kind of effort. We'll see a replay here. I think his head hit the deck.
Oh, head clash.
Head clash. Jesus, Jetta, man. Yeah,
At least he's moving. Like he's on his feet.
yeah. The problem is if he's got concussion, he's not playing next week.
Yeah.
No.
Which I suppose
But
opens
Duggan
the
will
door
come
for
in.
Duggan to come back
Yeah.
in. Yeah, that's right. And you
Or
know that
Rotham.
Duggan will play the same role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duggan or Rotham.
I think I'd rather Duggan.
Yeah, for experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically finals experience.
Yeah, Duggan would have to be the first choice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like Rotham though. I think
So do
Rotham's
I.
okay. He's a
He's
prospect.
gonna be like gun.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
this
a
is too
prospect.
easy for West Coast.
And who's
Oh,
up
look
there?
at that.
He's going to say at the back. I didn't know if it was Ryan or Rioli.
Yeah, no.
No,
He hit the
ball.
deck.
Yeah.
He disguised it about as well as you could probably
Yeah.
do, but he didn't grab it. Yeah.
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 No, they're not dirty players, Docker fan.
And turnover, watch it.
It's good pressure from Sheed to force him into that.
Hearn will be the first Eagle to play 300.
Yeah.
How long has he got to go?
He's in the 280s at the moment.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think.
So one more season you would
Yeah.
think.
Next year he will, yeah.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
267.
267.
Ah, right.
So he's got to play another 2
268.
years, which he
He'll
will
do.
play another 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he gets another flag in his career, would you reckon he'll be our best captain?
Against
Worsfold.
Glass.
Against Worsfold.
Against
Oh,
Worsfold.
Worsfold. Yeah, of course.
The Glass was a good captain,
Yeah,
but he wasn't captain long enough to really.
Yeah.
Glass was captain for
6 years.
from 2008. 2008 to
2014.
2014.
Yeah. 6 years.
I thought it was a 6.5 because he
He retired
retired
halfway through the year.
halfway through. So I thought it was 6.5.
Yeah.
He was in his 7th year. Glass is up there though, just
Yeah.
because of the turnaround
Yeah.
he invoked.
Pressure by Kennedy.
Mm-hmm. That was Parrish, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they can't come back, Docker fan. What are you talking about? There's 7 minutes left in the game, and they're over double their score.
I don't know. Channel 7 reckons it's possible.
Yeah. What is it? A goal a minute? The Lee Matthews rule?
Uh,
I still don't-
No, they need more than that.
yeah.
No, I know. But the Lee Matthews
Yeah.
rule is a goal a minute, right? They need 10 goals.
So a goal every 43
They
seconds.
actually need 10 goals to win.
And West Coast can't score.
Is that
Yeah.
from when he was coaching Brisbane, is it?
I
The
think
Lee
so.
Matthews
yeah.
rule? It's okay when your side is one of the best sides that
in the
football's
last-
ever seen.
yeah. Well, in the last 3 minutes of a game, I think that rule is true because the
Yeah.
play opens up
Yeah.
in the last quarter,
Yeah,
last 3
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
He's had a good game.
Mhm.
Who's best on for Essendon?
McGrath,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the man who just kicked the football,
Yeah.
100%.
Don't rate
There's
Shield.
no urgency there.
I'd say the only two that have given four
And Saad.
quarters
Saad.
are McGrath and Heppel. Like, I think Heppel's
No, I
given
think
four.
Saad-
I don't know if Saad's given 4 quarters, man. I think he's been better than Heppel, but I don't think he didn't show up in the first quarter.
I think he was quite heavily tagged in the first quarter.
Yeah. I'd say he still had a better game for sure, but I think in terms of giving like effort for the whole game, I think
What happened there?
McGrath and Heppel. I don't know.
There was some
He looks chilled out.
aggressiveness displayed.
Looks bored.
Yeah.
He's so bored.
Look, I go home now. I'm hungry. Oh, Shepherd.
Oh,
Oh,
McGovern.
That was a mark.
Tip and Woody. To pin it back for Justin's lead.
He's
Of,
actually got that.
Hey, I
How
said
the
45 to 50, didn't I? Didn't
How the
I?
hell did he ping that?
Come
apparently
on.
50. Jeez.
McGovern there cost that though.
Yeah.
Shepherd had
Yeah.
Don't care.
that. Wouldn't be a bad job to do. The amount of stupid shit you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I like about my job. You get to go take photos of these situations, but you don't have to help. You just have to take the photos. You'd actually have to lift a ute out of something.
McGovern's shoulder.
He's had a shocking game though.
Yeah.
He's actually probably been one of their worst players.
Yeah.
Look at that bench time.
What is that bench time?
He's too fresh.
Yeah.
That's
dropping the ball.
Stringer's
Yeah.
had a shocking game.
Yeah,
Why
come
would
on.
you bother about getting in Yo's face?
Try
You've literally been embarrassed the whole game. Just don't worry about it. Just try to
hardest-
fade into obscurity.
The hardest player in the comp to tackle. Oh, who was hell?
Well, my margin didn't last long.
The hardest player in the comp to tackle is Dusty Martin, and Yo
Yeah.
is consistently the only person in the comp that can
Yeah,
get
do
him.
it. Yeah.
Well, no, he's at 57. He's the lowest.
Well, that's expected.
Yeah.
It's normally about 60.
Typically, he's now at 82%.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shepherd, 96% game time. Darling, 95. Maston, 94. Gaff, 90. How much he runs, that's a good effort.
Yeah, that's a lot for his position.
Darling's the best
Easy
on.
goal, yeah. Darling's best on. Was that his second goal?
Yeah.
He's been solid, though. He's had a solid game.
Yeah.
And Kennedy's phased out. He put everything into
Yeah.
the first
That's cool.
half. And
Yeah.
he's flying for everything. But he's
The
he's
first,
faded.
up to the 20-minute mark of the second quarter, I think Kennedy was probably best on ground. And from there, it's just that consistent four-quarter effort that Shuey just accumulated.
That's a big call.
Yeah.
Whoever loses tomorrow is going out in straight sets because they're going to come up against West Coast. That's a big.
Yeah.
That's a big call.
It's the appropriate call. If someone's going out in straight sets, it's going to be from West Coast, not from...
Yeah, not from Bulldogs or Giants.
I don't think it's going to be from the Bulldogs or the Giants.
If the Bulldogs get up,
Maybe.
then
Maybe.
maybe.
But
But they
they-
are in some good form.
But then they either have to travel to play Brisbane or they play Richmond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think they would be better against Richmond.
If Richmond
travelling
lose,
to-
Richmond will get a prelim, I reckon. Not Richmond, Brisbane will get a prelim. And if they lose, they'll win next week.
Yeah.
I can't see them losing 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. If Brisbane... this game's super... The Richmond-Brisbane game's super important
Oh,
for
yeah.
Brisbane to keep
Yeah.
the home field.
If they have a
a
home prelim, yeah.
you can, and with the confidence they'll have and having a week off and getting everything right, you can just about book it in for them unless they come up against probably a West Coast or
But that's
something.
if
Well,
West Coast...
the other interesting thing is as well. So if West Coast wins the semi, they
Yeah.
come up against the winner of the Brisbane Richmond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think any team would prefer to probably lose
Yeah.
this qualifying match instead of going up against West Coast.
in the
in
prelim.
Maybe,
prelim.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. No one's going to actively go out and lose it and
No.
miss out on a home
But
prelim.
I think
yeah.
you would rather go up against Geelong or Collingwood
Yeah.
in a prelim
Yeah.
as opposed to West Coast.
Yeah.
I would lol if Richmond goes out in straight sets.
Oh, jeez.
I don't see that.
It would be
happening.
hilarious.
I do not see that.
No,
happening.
I don't see
I
it.
don't think it'll happen. But
I think there's two teams in the finals that have a mentality of we can actually beat anyone and like we can actually get it all done and we've done it before,
West
and that's
Coast,
Richmond and West Coast. Yeah,
Although I do think Brisbane are not far behind them.
Nah.
maybe not, but Brisbane also haven't been tested in finals.
No.
Like I'm keen to see that.
That should be good. That's probably
I think Brisbane has belief that they can beat everyone. I think
Good for
Richmond and
us.
West Coast know they can beat everyone.
Yeah. And I know they can beat anyone anywhere as well.
Yeah, yeah. Particularly
Like-
if Richmond wins in Brisbane,
Yeah.
Richmond will go home and be like, brilliant, we're back home. We had
Yeah.
a win in Brisbane and we're
But they
back
might
home for
have
the
to
prelim.
play West Coast
Yeah.
in the prelim.
Which would be the only worrying matchup to them.
Considering
West
Yeah.
Coast plays
the
MCG
start
well.
Yeah.
and considering the start of the
Yeah.
round 21 game
Yeah.
or round 22 game.
So can that can still end up being the grand
Geelong's
final matchup though,
best
can't it? Richmond
footy-
West Coast?
yes.
Only
Yeah.
Richmond would lose.
Richmond would have to lose
Against Brisbane.
for Richmond West Coast to be a potential
Yeah.
grand final
Yes.
matchup.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'd lose then. 'cause
Yes,
that would be the
Geelong,
best grand
Geelong's
final.
best footy can beat
Oh,
anyone.
definitely, 100%.
But Geelong
Yeah.
hasn't played anywhere near their best footy in the back half of the year,
Yeah.
which is not something to bank on.
No.
I think West
actually-
Coast, now that Mantra Ferry had anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
Anyone, anywhere.
Yeah.
as you said. Now.
They do now,
Yeah. They didn't a few years ago.
No.
But they do now.
And like, obviously, you guys have a vested interest, but I think the grand final I would want to see out of the potential matchups is either going to be Richmond West Coast because it's the two teams that know that they can beat anyone, or Richmond Collingwood for the fan bases, man. That'd be a huge grand final. There'd be like riots in the streets of Melbourne. It'd be awesome.
That'd be one of those grand finals that are worth going just to go to one of the ovals that are showing it. Soak it up.
Just to even if you didn't have tickets, just go to Melbourne and go hanging out in Punt Road or something like that.
Even just one of the pubs, because it would go insane.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, I'd say good footy, but you're not playing our best footy, Andrew.
Yeah, better footy the past 3 weeks, for sure. But didn't they smashed someone who was mediocre in the last round or something like that, didn't they? Or...
Yeah, no, I wouldn't think
I know they
Geelong has
belted
been playing
North, and that wasn't
great
much
footy.
to crow about.
Because they were playing good footy against... Like, Brisbane were playing shocking footy against Geelong, and Geelong still lost.
Yeah.
Now, I know it was up at the Gabba, but Geelong wasn't...
Yeah.
Brisbane were not playing well.
No. And then Geelong, they belted North. I don't know who they finished with in round 23 or whatever it is.
Carlton. Yeah, so they
go.
belted Carlton at home. I mean, that's not a...
Did they even belt them? I don't know if they belted them.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the lead right now? 56?
Yeah.
56.
You kick this. Typically when you kick this, you might as well try it.
Excellent. and my BOG call will be on too. All right. It's been a good night. I hate you.
Wow.
I hate you, Tim and Woody.
Didn't even give him a chance.
Nope. How do you kick the impossible one and then miss that?
Wow, It's because he's on the run compared to a set shot.
Well, that's just all AFL footballers right now.
Yeah.
Kick the impossible, miss the basic.
Wow,
what a leg.
Look at that. And you don't even need to attack. The game's over. And that setup. How good's that? He gets through the game unscathed, uninjured.
Why did he shake his head when the siren went, though?
Not satisfied with the hair pull.
Like,
just wants a piece of Zach Merritt.
55 points.
Yeah, it's a big win.
Yeah. It's not the way that Essendon wants to end their season.
No.
It's the way it was bound to happen, though.
Bad as Melbourne last year, though.
No, it's not.
No.
And that was in a prelim.
Yeah.
But
They
Essendon...
didn't kick a goal in the first half. That's unheard of.
And then that ended up transferring to this year.
Yeah.
Well, there were other reasons.
Other reasons as well, but...
But Essendon, in reality, Essendon was the one team that shouldn't have been in the top 8.
Yeah.
They've been belted. All right, GWS Bulldogs should be a good game.
Yeah.
Collingwood Geelong should be a good game. Richmond Brisbane should be a good game. Every other side deserves to be there.
And I think
unless the Bulldogs fall out of form and they might get pumped.
I think all of next week's matchups are probably going to be good as well.
Yeah, any potential matchup from here, I think, if you were to tell me the Bulldogs are the worst team that's left now,
then they're a pretty good team.
And, Richmond or the Eagles or Collingwood or something like that is the best, then, yeah, I'd say the Bulldogs could take it to any of them, except maybe if they have to travel to Brisbane.
This could be the best final series that we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
In a long
Since,
time.
what was the last? There was one that was it 2016 when the Bulldogs won that was really good?
Yeah.
Because they had that awesome matchup against the Giants in the prelim, but they were
was
also
so good. That's such a
was
good
that
game.
That was probably the best game of
that
the final
that was
series.
huge. Yeah, that was an awesome game.
But I'm not sure the rest of the games throughout the
I can't
finals
remember.
were really
I can't remember
good.
who was in it.
There tends to be only one game in the final series that's actually any good.
Yeah.
Last year was probably the grand final.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't.
mind you, the qualifying final with West Coast Collingwood was pretty good as well.
Yeah, that was.
So was the
Collingwood Richmond.
Oh, Collingwood Richmond. That was a bad game, but it was good to see Collingwood perform as well as they did. Yeah. It was an unexpected result.
Yeah.
So
Even the
people
Richmond
remember it.
qualifinals as well, though.
Who did they play in the
I
qualifying?
can't remember.
Geelong?
No, it's Hawthorn.
Hawks?
Yeah.
Oh, they did too.
And then they're getting rolled the next week.
Yeah, the Hawks.
Yeah.
Straight sets.
Yeah.
4-2. That's not a bad. It's not a bad day out for Josh
pretty good
Kennedy,
return.
who's struggling apparently. So
It's nice to see him hanging out with the best on ground.
Who?
Ellis.
Yeah.
The substitute.
You can see he's had a few meat pies.
Yeah.
Mate, when you're retired, why wouldn't you? and you went talk on the radio for your day job.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so pretty much what we expected, right? I mean, West Coast move on.
Yeah, it's probably the margin everyone expected heading in as well. Yeah.
West Coast move on. They hit the road.
He doesn't
See
look
how
happy,
they
though.
verse.
I don't know why. I'd be interested to know how we went with regards to like clearances and ground ball gets and contested possessions.
Yeah.
Because that's where West Coast over the last 2 games fell down.
I genuinely think it'd just be a matter of, for Simpson now, it'd just be like, this game would have been like, okay, job done and move on. He would have known if we lose this game, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
So what's the point in celebrating winning that something that we should have won anyway? Like, he's probably just not celebrating.
Next week is looking interesting. Geelong Collingwood game is looking very
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
So we lost the
The-
clearances.
By how much?
2. One hit out.
Dominated
hit out.
hitouts.
Good contested possessions, good uncontested as well.
Yeah.
Less turnovers.
Man, Geelong and Collingwood will be desperate to win. Like, they will be
128
so desperate to win
Oh, yeah.
and avoid West Coast. What was the
78
mark,
in-
sorry?
128 to 95.
Jesus.
Marks inside 50, 13 to 4.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Essendon's just
And
got
17 to
nothing
9
going for 'em.
contested and 78 to 63. Time in front, 102 minutes.
It's pretty much the whole game.
Yeah.
The only time
And they were
the
in
Bombers
command.
were in front were within those first 10 minutes, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in command like the whole game.
Lost tackles, just.
Rating at the G tomorrow night, which will suit probably Collingwood.
Neither, I would have thought probably Collingwood. Yeah, maybe.
Probably Collingwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think either side. I don't know if they're good or bad in the
No,
rain.
it's
side. I
gonna
think
suit
pretty neutral.
Collingwood's forward line compared to
Yeah,
Geelong's.
true. They want it on the ground.
Especially bringing
They
to
want
go
it on
in
the ground.
Stevenson in.
You might be able to take Hawkins out of it a little with the rain, if that can help you get it to the ground a little easier. So yeah, maybe suit Collingwood a lot more. Yeah. Tom Hawkins is going to be interesting tomorrow. Like, it's tomorrow. The game is
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I think the Tom Hawkins, like, who's going to go to him? They got Darcy Moore in, do they, or did he get injured?
I'm not sure.
Did they bring him in?
They didn't bring him in.
He did his hamstring
But
in the last
in the
game, didn't
game.
he? So if they haven't,
They didn't
if
list
he's
him
not,
as an out.
yeah, if he's not out, then he's playing.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he's only had 1 week off
Yeah. So they're going to.
with a history of soft tissue injury. So you probably suggest that he gets through
Yeah.
half of the game and then does his hamstring again.
Yeah.
It'd probably, I reckon Jordan Roughhead.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Which might not be a bad matchup,
No.
like for Tom Hawkins. He's had a good season, Jordan Roughhead. So.
But then you put more on Radigalia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's dangerous for more
Yeah.
Yeah.
because Radigalia will
Explosive.
he will chop him up.
Yeah. That's true.
Not on the rebound, but in the air.
In the air,
yeah.
In the air.
Yeah, he will.
Unless it's raining, anyway. If it's raining,
Yeah.
Radigalia, I don't think Radigalia knows how to play on the deck well enough.
Yeah. And I don't know. The only player that I can look at and go, you're going to still be great in the rain for Geelong. I mean, Tim
Gaz.
Kelly and Joel
Danger.
Selwood. I don't know.
Danger?
Danger.
No,
yeah,
Danger
Danger will
will
still
be,
be good.
yeah.
I mean, he's still going to be good, isn't he? So,
And
regardless.
Gaz will
I just
probably
think
end up
Danger's
being the
really
most
good in the
dangerous
air. And
forward.
if you can take that
Yeah.
away a bit.
If it's wet, Gaz will end up being the most
Yeah.
dangerous forward.
Tim Kelly
Yeah.
will still be very good in the wet.
You'd think so, yeah.
You would think his agility and the way he moves around the ground would probably help him out a bit there. So, yeah. It's going to be a good game, though.
Yep, and unfortunately, not going to be able to watch
Yeah, that sucks.
Neither.
it. Who plays Saturday afternoon?
I did not know. I'll have a look.
Afternoon for us, but twilight for the rest of the country.
So Giants, Bulldogs, and
Well,
then,
that's what I'll be listening to.
Yeah, and then
So that's a
Brisbane,
bit-
Richmond
that's a
today
bit
night. That's what I'll
unfortunate.
be listening to at work.
All right, then.
I'll make sure I'm on deliveries.
I'll be listening to the Giants Dogs game at work. So, anyway, watch party. No, we've got no more watch parties until the grand final. Just because of working commitments. Unfortunately, we were able to do it Thursday because it's normally footy rivals.
Yeah.
So it was happy that we landed the Thursday night game because it wasn't actually scheduled until the finals teams were in. But no more watch parties. Until the grand final. We will be doing a watch party for the grand final.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think that's probably us.
Yeah, I'm going to go home, so.
Us, yeah. Well, Footy Rivals will be back next week anyway. And we do have another 3 games for reviews next week.
3 season reviews. Yeah.
Justin's got North Melbourne.
I do have North. It's actually they were hard, man.
Yeah.
They were tough to get a grasp on. I watched no North outside of when Fremantle belted them in round 1 this year, so I really had to go back through the records.
Yeah. Well, you actually need to watch that Freo review because I do mention that game.
I do like that game, so I will go watch it.
Joel's got Adelaide next week, and I'm not sure who I have.
That would leave you with Hawthorn or Port Adelaide. No, Port Adelaide.
Yeah, I think it's Port,
Yeah.
So I've got to get onto that.
He's rolling onto finals though, so now they're done.
Summer,
and then you do Essendon, and then you'll do whoever gets knocked out
guess.
against tomorrow.
I think that might be would that leave me with Hawthorn or
No, you'll go back to the Tuesdays.
Right.
So
which would leave me Essendon.
That leaves Joel with Hawthorn. You'll be Essendon,
and you'll be whoever gets knocked out.
Whoever loses tomorrow.
Yeah,
no,
Saturday.
GWS or the Dogs.
Yeah,
so the Giants.
That'll be the following week though. So
cool. Keep your
That's
eyes
us,
peeled.
guys. Thank you very much for coming in, checking it out, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Bye. I missed that.